and on location in 4 separate locations with the today's session of the Star Wars RPG. Let me just refresh to make sure we're live, and we are. Excellent, excellent. And yeah. So previously on the Star Wars RP. Oh, I didn't need to share on Twitter. Well, before we get into it, how is everyone doing today?
I'm tired.
Oh yeah.
I'm alive.
Really? You sure?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
I mean, I'm probably too alive right now, but that's just me. It's fine.
Check your pulse just to be sure.
I checked. It said it's doing great.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay. So, previously on the Star Wars RPG, our heroes dropped off the various people they had saved over the past few sessions at the Rebel base on Chesic Prime, and were then sent to the Imperial base on Chesic Prime to find out why there was an Imperial base on Chesic Prime. They learned they were here digging, searching for something underground. They captured Lieutenant Commander Edwards, who was the head of the Imperial base, and thank you for the sub there.
I mean, it is the 69th session.
You know the whole stuff with the sub request. There's the link in chat.
Yes.
You can do that at your leisure. And yeah, words. What are words again now? People throwing money at people throwing out money makes me forget words. Apparently.
Except I didn't throw out money, because thank you, Twitch Prime.
Oh. So you're still throwing money at me, just Twitch's money.
True. I spent Amazon's money.
Or Amazon's money. And yeah. So they captured Lieutenant Commander Edwards, the head of the Imperial base, took out a bunch of stormtroopers, definitely made sure their because they went undercover, and they definitely made sure their undercover IDs would be one use only. Not gonna be able to use those again for infiltrating. But yeah. So now we're going to pick up. It's actually going to. We're going to actually jump ahead. I'm going to say. We're going to say we're going to jump ahead a week. So. I'm going to mark that down on my notes so I make sure I know exactly for later. So yeah, so after that, the characters got a bit of downtime for, a good week, 7 days of just, no mission, just relax and all that.
Chill my R2.
And during which, Edwards was being questioned by the rebels and such, and yeah, Zoe was helping out around the base, fixing stuff up, this and that, and is continuing to going to be helping out with fixing up stuff around the base and such. As Kilo's switching to Kilo from Zoe. Yeah. So, Jacen was continuing to try to learn to understand his art during that week. So, if you want to roll a languages, 16. After a week of just sitting down in front of your R2 24/7, not even sleeping. No. No. But after spending a good week just spending time with your R2 unit and, talking and all that, you now understand R2. R2 units. So you can mark that down on your character sheet or in your notes or wherever you keep your information on what languages you know. Add that to Shri-Wook, the Wookiee language, and Basic. So that's 3 languages you know now?
Yeah, it's including Wookiee, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Shri-Wook is the Wookiee language. So Basic, Shri-Wook, and now... Well, you can't speak Shri-Wook because humans can't actually make the necessary... Can't speak it, but they can understand it. Also, most humans don't really speak R2, they just understand it because, you know, R2 units understand Basic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any actual reason for a human to speak Wookiee? Don't Wookiees just understand Basic? Or at least most of the time? I don't know.
As a general rule, Wookiees understand Basic. It's kind of the same thing how, like, as a general rule, people on the internet understand English, even if, you know, it's not their first language. Just because that's what so much of the internet is in. People, if, you know, they don't know English, they learn English because of the internet.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Okay. So, is Brendan up to anything during that week?
Well, you know, if Dan the Wookiee's around, I wouldn't mind hanging out with him. It's been a while. I miss Dan the Wookiee.
Yeah, damn the Wookiee.
Uh,
Oh yeah, the reason you joined. I remember that. Kind of. It was part of the reason. It was kind of the catalyst.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Dan the Wookiee isn't currently on this base.
Dang.
Dan the Wookiee, not to be confused with Dan's Wookiee character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I imagine I just am like hanging out in the kitchen all the time.
Okay.
gonna be cooking, practicing his cooking even more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then, after the week passes, Jacen and Brendan are called to General Spacewalker's office.
Oh no! What'd I do? What did me?
That fire had nothing to do with me.
I was
Did not
nowhere.
make that hole.
I was nowhere near the fire, and any claims that stuff was being moved by the Force are completely absurd.
It's like, we called you in here about, I was trying to make up something ridiculous, but I, like, couldn't think of anything quickly enough.
I mean,
Just something completely irrelevant to the fire, and it's like, oh, never mind, forget I said anything.
yeah. Yeah. So I assume you two go to General's office.
Yeah.
Brendan?
Yeah.
Okay. So, go to General's office and go in and find that there are 3 people in the office with her. There's Kilo, back from getting the Tenrin parents situated wherever.
Oh, yeah.
Sandra Linares, who's a rebel pilot. Some of you have probably met her. She hasn't been shown up in the RPG in a while, but I know Jacen's met her before.
Wait. Who
She
again?
sounds
Sandra Linares.
Oh,
Sandra sounds familiar from, like, when I first joined-ish. Like, that
Yeah.
time period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a lot of, like, early appearances. But yeah, she's a pilot, so, the other person is somebody that Jacen doesn't recognize, but Brendan does.
Oh.
Professor Ted Randall, a professor you had at some point.
Okay.
Okay. Someone who you did not get along with, though, who...
Oh.
Your worst grades were in his class.
So let me see here. That means he was a teacher of... What's one of my worst stats? I don't know then. I guess tech, because I don't think he's a streetwise or survival teacher.
No, he is actually a historian, and his history is an area you do have a good amount in. He just was very very strict at grading and such.
Okay.
Very strict professor, and yeah.
Well, I definitely make sort of a scoffing noise when I see him.
Yeah. Because, yes, so basically, so, for Kilo, so you know, basically, after getting your parents hidden away somewhere where they'll hopefully be safe and out of the way, you were picked up by Sandra to provide provide security, as you two were sent to pick up the professor, as he is an expert in something, you don't know what, but something relevant to stuff on this planet. So, yeah. So, the general welcomes Jacen and Brendan in, and she's like, okay, so, we've been questioning Lieutenant Commander Edwards about what the Imperial base on this planet has been looking into, and we've actually learned that they are searching for some kind of relics. It seems that while this planet, or it seems that at some point in the past, this planet was inhabited by the, 1 second here, let me just get my notes so I can check what the alien species is called. As soon as I find the relevant notes. There we go. By the Sigarians. And it seems that they have the Imperials believe that some of their relics here might be something they can weaponize, and so they've been searching for that. We've called in Professor Randall here as one of the foremost experts on the Sigarians, or on ancient Sigarian history, yeah. And so basically, we're wanting to find out. Basically, we want to find any of these relics, or that we can, anything that before the Imperials do. We know they're digging, so it's likely that there is something underground. There seems, according to Lieutenant Commander Edwards, they believe there's a cave system somewhere underground that contains what's left of the Sigarian colony that was on this planet. several centuries ago. So, what we want is for you to find it and hopefully find it first before the Imperials do. Based on what we know, it seems likely that there somewhere on the planet there is a way down, or there is like a entrance to this cave system. The Imperials, meanwhile, instead of looking for it, have just started, digging, just trying to find it on their own. But we don't exactly have the kind of equipment readily available to just, do that. So what we want is for you to try and figure out where it would be.
I have a question, out of game question. Okay, anytime that the professor is about to say something that uses knowledge, can I do a knowledge check and try and beat him to it? Like, just try and out-knowledge him every time?
Okay.
Also, can I just have Kilo and Brendan actually met?
I don't
Because I feel
think
like we
so.
haven't really been in sessions together. Because I think
Yeah.
the most I played Kilo is when you were like dead.
Yeah. Well, that and also I was my other character. I was my Wookiee when you played Kilo.
That too, but I think most of the time I played her was when you were dead.
Yeah.
So I don't think Kilo and Brendan have actually met.
Nope.
See here.
I don't think.
I believe so.
I also haven't played her since August, apparently. I said that
Brendan.
earlier when you were here. I just said that for Dan, but okay.
Oh yeah. Brendan and Kilo have not met according to my chart I made.
Okay.
I should actually update that right now so I don't forget later, because I probably will forget later.
Good to know. I thought of that like shortly after we walked in, but I didn't want to interrupt. I figured it could wait.
Yeah. Yay. Eventually this chart will just be yeses, except it won't be because, like, the chart includes, like...
How many people have met? Yes.
But the chart includes, Sidious, who's, dead. So he can't meet anyone else. He only met,
Well,
what? Kaljove, Mira... Kaljove and Mira, that's it.
I also feel like, in general, like, Jacen and Joey are probably never gonna meet, and, like, Kilo and Zoe are probably never gonna meet.
Unless you play both characters in the same session.
Sure.
It has happened with, because both of Cherry's characters met,
Yeah.
Theo and Ezekiel,
But that was, like, a specific circumstance.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, yeah.
yeah.
Kilo and Zoe meeting would be so weird, just because their personalities.
Yeah. I don't know that they get along exactly.
I feel like Zoe would get along with Kilo just fine, but Kilo wouldn't care for Zoe.
Probably.
I could see like Zoe having the "here's my best friend." She just feels like, "No, my best friend."
Here's all my
Yeah,
guns.
kinda.
Okay. Now you get the correct stuff back on the forefront of my screen there, since... There we go.
So we were
Yeah.
at Find the Cave Entrance.
Yep. Any questions?
Do we have any leads? I was almost gonna start like Zoe's voice, and then I was like, wait.
Professor Randall starts talking right now. Were you gonna interrupt him there, or?
Me? I mean, if you want to want me to do a check,
Okay, make a knowledge roll.
just a knowledge.
Knowledge. Let's see here. Can go with alien races, cultures, or planetary. No, not planetary systems. Alien races or cultures.
Okay, well, I'll pick both because they're both 5D.
Well, yeah, you have to pick one.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna roll 10D.
I know how to do things. 18.
Okay, which one was that for, though?
I will say, alien race.
Okay. Well, first of all, you are familiar with the Sigarians, and when I say familiar, like, I mean you've met them, because, like, that's Blake's species.
Mm.
The blue people. Well, a blue species, because there's a lot of blue species in Star Wars. But yeah. So, based on what you know of them and what you know of this planet, so you know that when they're planetside, they often themselves, similar to actually what I guess the current culture on this planet is, they're often like, you know, big game hunters and such. So based on that and the fact that they would have found this cave system, you would imagine that the caves would either be... They'd probably be in an area that would have a lot of, like, the bigger animals on the planet, the ones that are, you know, more impressive to hunt and such.
Cool.
So, I don't know if you're going to try interrupting before Professor speaks.
I mean, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, anytime I do this, if I get it good, I'm definitely just like... Actually, no matter what, even if I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm interrupting.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, let's hear it then.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, I know about this, you know. Then I pretty much say what you said, because I have short-term memory loss.
And,
Be with big animal.
Yeah, big animal. They hunt. And then I give a smug look of superiority staring at my old professor.
he just looks annoyed at you.
Good.
And he's like... Oh, yes. I thought I recognized you. What was it, Brandon?
It's Brendan.
Of course. Well, while that is definitely a good good theory, I don't suppose you're that familiar with the actual animals on this planet?
Yeah, I just, you know, I didn't want to say everything. I didn't want to step too much on your toes. You can go ahead and say it.
Well, the question is, did they just stumble upon this cave by accident while in an area hunting large game? Or, more likely, did they chase something that retreated into one of these caves? The Chesekian gray bear tends to live in caves and is definitely one of the more impressive animals to hunt on this planet. So my theory would be checking the parts of the planet that they're in. Do you concur, Brandon?
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted because It looked like Joey was just looking at the kilos, like, what's going on?
Don't worry about it.
No, I think you got it. I think you got it pretty good. I guess not too bad for an old man like you.
Oh.
At that, he actually smirks a bit.
Are we gonna fall in love?
I hate that I'm thinking something similar.
Senpai.
What is this?
Well then. The general's like, well, that seems like as good a place as any to begin the search. If you'd like Sandra to go with you to pilot, as Zoe's still hard at work on fixing some stuff up around the base, or do you think one of you can handle the piloting?
I'm okay with piloting.
I mean, I could fly. I can't fly good, but I could fly.
I could fly so good. I can definitely fly. I have 2D plus 2 piloting.
Same.
Oh, fun!
And
So we combine our powers.
I have a 5D plus 2.
Why do you have 5D plus 2?
I'm kidding, I have 5D.
Sandra has a 7D.
Can she fly for us?
What? Better pilot than Zoe? Zoe's gonna kill her.
No, she's not. Zoe will probably be best friends with her.
Yeah.
It's true. Zoe would probably be like, what can I learn from you?
Yeah.
It's Killer who'll kill her.
Zoe would probably be so... If she, came onto the... She would probably let her fly and just be like, oh, it's just nice to have a break for once or something. Very wholesome.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just murder. No one can be better. I'm just getting into character,
The only pilot that Zoe doesn't like letting pilot is Cal Jove.
To be fair, I was never the one that was against Cal Jove.
Okay.
I just joined, not knowing that there was anyone else who ever piloted, and then it just happened. I didn't do any research. That's how I ended up named Zoe. Fucking Joey was a part of this. I didn't do any research. I just made a character and then joined.
Yeah. No, that's the best way with this, honestly. And yeah. Yeah. So So were you wanting Sandra to pilot for you, or?
Yeah, I say yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have another person.
Okay.
And it's never bad to have some extra people around anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then the 1, 2, 3, 5 of you can head out right away. Because it's 3 player characters, Sandra and Professor Randall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, anything else you need? Think you'll need before you head out, or?
Do we all
Bag of
have?
money.
Does somebody who's good at healing have med packs?
I
It's
can
not
use
me.
effects.
I could probably use some more, most likely.
I have
Yeah, I only
I have
4.
2 on me.
I don't have any, so can I pick up some med packs?
Yeah.
Same.
How many can I actually pick up?
Get up to 5.
Okay, I have 5 med packs.
Can I do the same then?
Sure.
I will get that 1 extra med pack.
Okay.
'Cause my medicine's not terrible. It's good enough to heal if I need to.
Mine's 2D.
Mine's
Mine-
double that.
Mine is 5D. Plus I have my force things I can give you extra chance to roll extra.
You just said extra a lot.
Extra.
Extra, read all about it.
I'm extra.
Quixotic Jedi has healing. Okay. So then, you go and head out. Go aboard the Moonwater. And, yeah. And, so, you look over, I guess, the map of the planet and the habitat of the, Chesekian gray bear. And lives in, most of them live a bit north of where the Imperial base was. So, close enough that it definitely would make sense that if it is a cave, like, cave entrance in that area, that it could lead to a cave system that goes underneath where the Imperial base is. Might not be underneath it. It's, that's all theory, but it would fit. So yeah, Sandra goes to take off. And yeah, has no problem taking off. Goes and flies over there. Looks for an area to land. There is a bit of actual land in this area, not just swamp, but still, a lot of swamp still, because it's a swamp planet, largely. So it goes to...
Also, Keela probably doesn't say anything, but thinks it's a really nice ship. It's probably like the nicest ship she's ever been on, probably.
Goes in for the landing, and it's a bit of a... not exactly rough landing. Like it's a bit of a turbulent landing. I guess rough works, but like not rough like anything damage or anything. Just kind of you can definitely
a little rocky.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the landing and then you can kind of feel the ship not sink into the ground, but you can kind of feel the ground just like give away a little bit under the ship. Like just you can definitely tell that the ground is feeling the weight of the ship.
Yeah.
Under it. Yeah. So yeah, the ground here, it's still soft, whatever, like you'll be able to walk on it and such, but it's still kind of soft, and there might be areas where you have to be careful not to, there might be areas where you can actually fall through, so you have to be careful.
Understood.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, now you all want to go and explore?
I guess.
If we have to.
Sure.
Can we just hang out on the ship for a bit?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to do on the ship?
Small talk, maybe have a pillow fight. We can make a pillow fort too. How many pillows are on the ship?
True.
So, I'm gonna like rig an elevator and like, hey Brendan and whatever the person's name is, here's an elevator.
Why?
Yeah, I'm a little...
No, just lock him in the elevator.
There's no elevator on the ship.
I'll build one.
Which, honestly, there should be. It's not very accessible not having an elevator on this ship, because it's a two-floor ship.
True. Oh.
But yeah, I guess we start exploring.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Probably just leave.
Okay. Everyone make me a search.
Ah,
Okay. Ah. Sorry,
I'm
Mr.
better
Ripping.
at that than Zoe. I'm distracted by the mud. And the person I've never met before.
True. We're just never gonna talk.
No.
And
And Kilo won't if you don't. She don't care.
I'm a little distracted right now.
That's fair.
okay. So
Actually, would Brendan even know that Jacen has a sister?
I mean,
Probably not.
I would say probably because Jacen isn't exactly good at keeping secrets or like keeping things quiet.
True.
True.
Very honest.
I feel like at some point Jacen. I even have a vague recollection of Jacen at some point being like, "So I have a sister now." I don't know who he said that to, but I have a vague recollection of him saying that to someone.
It's like, oh, that's nice. That's nice.
It's like IRL me probably forgot I said that.
Yeah. So, Jacen, Brendan, and the professor find bear tracks.
Exciting.
Bear.
I definitely bring it up. I try to be, definitely try to make sure I say before the professor.
How do you say it?
I mean, I'm not going to try and sound too show-offy, but I'll be like, hey, look, there's bear tracks. We should follow that.
Alright.
Okay. So, we all go start following the bear tracks. And I need everyone to make me a knowledge survival roll.
I was afraid of that.
I was
Survival
waiting.
is not great.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
Especially
The
when
one
we
thing
started with...
actually. Sorry, go ahead.
Let's say when you started with that Sir, I was expecting survival, not search.
Oh.
Yeah, same.
Damn, I survive.
Damn. You made double my roll. Exactly.
Jeez. And we had the same
Okay.
amount of fives.
It's the one thing that like Kilo's kind of tied with Zoe with, but it's because Kilo hasn't done much survival things.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
I tend to only upgrade things if I use them,
Makes sense.
or if I think about using them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just lucky that survival is on my higher areas of things.
So, yeah, going through, trying to, avoid any, like, sinkholes or anything when, Kilo falls into a sinkhole.
Oh. Yeah.
Somebody didn't like that Kilo fell into a sinkhole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was clearly Zuno would be like, if she falls, who's gonna pet me?
It's the hands.
Yeah. So, roll me a climbing / jumping.
Me, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
What is that? Okay, that's alright.
$13. Okay, so you're basically trying to, like, as you kind of, like, fall in, you're trying to, like, grab onto the ground and kind of keep yourself from, like, falling in, but you're not able to get, like, a handhold on anything, and you are slipping in. Does anybody want to try grabbing her?
I mean, sure.
Okay, then roll
Can I
me.
do something with the force? Because my lift, I feel it would fall under lifting.
It would fall under lifting, yeah. You want to do something with the force?
Just because, like, I don't know, the altar thing is higher than my lifting.
Okay.
The person who's usually the one to pull people out of holes is me. This is so unusual. Where's Zoe when you need her?
I will, Jacen will start working out.
Okay,
They're working out with Zoe, man.
Okay, roll me an altar then if you're gonna try pulling her out telekinetically.
And I guess I should do a strength check too, just to be safe.
What?
Oh, should I roll my strength check too?
It's a good thing I didn't do my 3D then, because that would have been only, I mean, it's not much better. It would have only been a 4.
Because I was gonna reach out and grab her, so should I do a strength check?
Yeah. You do a lifting check.
It's same.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do?
Okay.
You can fall.
So,
Thank you.
Dora, I still have like 10 meters of rope on me.
Jacen goes and is just, reaching over with the force and is like, he's like, where? No, I can't sense anything. What's going on?
She's dead. Let's go.
Well, this will kill the ice.
Meanwhile, let me just check lifting here. Okay, so Brendan goes in and just, grabs her by the hand, and as she's falling in, and then causing you to lose, your footing and fall forward.
RP Brendan.
I feel like every time I switch from Zoe, I'm like, oh, we take her for granted, actually.
Yeah. And,
yeah. I will start working out with Zoe.
Does Brendan want to keep his grip on her hand? Because if he lets go, she's going to just fall in. If you keep holding, you're probably going to get pulled in.
God, I feel like I'd still hold on, though.
Okay. Then roll me another lifting.
Can somebody else help?
Could I, throw my rope?
You could throw your rope. Roll me a rope throw? I don't know,
Dexterity?
Roll me a dexterity, sure.
Can I also,
there's your second lifting. Oof.
Yeah.
Can I also sound like looking for something to attach the rope, attach right away?
Throw it first, and then...
Wow.
So, you're just and it lands a meter to the left. As...
How could this happen to me?
As... Kilo drags
wasting the rope.
Brendan down with her, and...
Oh my god.
Is there anything I can do?
Sandra runs over and, grabs Brendan by the ankle. But,
oh god.
But she doesn't really have a good, but she kind of gets pulled down as well.
Zoe?
Are we just starting a chain? Is everyone gonna just grab on and fall?
I am tempted to just like, okay, I will use my living just for use my force point.
I mean, you could try use because like you just had a really bad altar there. You could try altar again, although now it's a chain of 3 people. Will that change the difficulty?
No, fuck it. I will do it. I'm using my force point. Because I don't know where they're falling in, whatever the hell is down there.
Okay, and you're doing this for lifting or for altar?
I'll use altar just because I'll get an AD. Okay. Okay, that's a lot better.
35.
I also, just for the sake of it, I want to roll Zoe's lifting really quick.
Ugh.
Okay, so
Not meant to.
So Jacen's just like, no, it can't end like this. Focus. And he pulls all 3 of them out and sets them down on like much more solid ground.
I'll go a bit too enthusiastic. Whoa, whoops. Like, you never went away.
Okay, he yeeted everyone away. Everyone roll for fall damage now. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I'm scared just of something down there, just like, that will kill everyone or something.
Yeah. So now that everyone's out, the professor goes over, like, kind of looks down into the hole or whatever, and sees, like, sees water down below. Actually, I guess Kilo would have probably been, like, in the water up to about her waist at the end there. Down under the hole or whatever. Yes. And, so she knows that there's water down there. But
She also looks super annoyed.
yeah.
But kind of thanks, Brendan, for not letting go.
No problem. Nice to meet you, BTW. Which he probably says, by the way, not just BTW, because he doesn't think like that.
You too.
And, the professor's like, looks at Jacen. So you got the force, then I take it?
A little bit.
Just a pinch.
Just a pinch of force.
Well, it's good you pulled them out when you did.
Wish I did it the first time, but, you know, still learning.
Yeah. He, takes a, piece of, like, looks like some kind of jerky or something out of his, pocket, and kind of, like, drops it, and you just see something that looks kind of like a massive snake just, like, kind of shoot out, grab the jerky, and go back down.
Okay.
You know you could have just told us, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a good thing you pulled them out when you did.
No. I feel that was not a waste of a force point. Because for a moment, I was like, oh, water. I mean, that'd be fine. I mean, it depends. Unless, Kilo,
Also,
you know.
you should get your rope back.
Oh, right.
So I assume you didn't just, like, yeet it in. I'm assuming part of it would still be up.
Well, yeah, like, he threw it, and, like, you still, I'm assuming, holding on the one end, is what I assumed, whatever, like, he just threw the other end. So, it's just, like, in his hand, and just, like, running along the ground.
Yeah, I assumed that.
But yeah. So, Professor's like, why don't I take the lead from here on out?
I'm sure I had a better survival roll than him, but okay.
What was your survival roll again?
It's like a 20-something.
22, 23.
That was a 22.
Okay. You may or may not have.
Twisty actually had like a 36 or something.
See, he rolled like a 10.
But, yeah. So, takes the lead. I'm, again, gonna need everyone, though, to roll survival again. The difficulty won't be as high this time because you're all following behind him, but...
Hell yeah.
Oh god.
Hey, Dad. Nice 7.
I got the best survival roll this time. With a 9.
Jesus.
Won't be a sigh. We all fall in a hole.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, wow!
Oh yeah, hi.
797.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Well, this the episode where we'll die. At least we all die in a nice episode.
And...
I was too distracted being mad at him to really focus on survival.
The rest of this is just gonna be us making new characters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Well, I think I
I'll
rolled...
finish my Brendan's father character that I'm planning to play at some point. Oh, by the way, Eric, I'm planning on playing Brendan's father at some point. I've started making that character sheet, so that's...
Good to know.
I had to mention that.
Y'all just making all these alternate characters that are family members of other people's
I
characters.
only planning to play this one a couple times because I don't think it'll stay that fun.
Oh,
But I
okay.
think it'd be funny to play like a couple times, so yeah.
We're just trying to expand the universe. We're trying to expand the lore.
I just thought of
Apparently.
the idea and it was fun to me.
You know,
And it would
we're
be a
making-
different character because it would be another like armchair historian, which I've never played a like knowledgeable character.
Yeah. Okay. So you're walking along, and the one point there where the professor stops, puts his hand up to indicate for everyone else to stop, and literally everyone else, the three of you and Sandra, all walk like right into him.
Beautiful.
And upon doing so, like, you all kind of like stumble backwards upon, like, you know, walk into him and like, oop. Well, I guess only one person walks into him, and like just like whoever's directly behind him walks into him. The next person walks to them, and so on. And then he's just like looks back like with an annoyed look on his face, and points forward where y'all see you see one of the gray bears, which is rather large. It's about twice the size of like a grizzly bear, to give like a size comparison. And you see it eating some kind of large, like, lizard that is dead there. You see it just, you know, chowing down.
I will say, whenever the professor's not looking at me, I mock the face he makes at us.
Okay, roll for
Anyway.
roll for hide sneak to see if you do the face without him noticing.
Okay, let's hope I don't do the 7 I did before. Oh yeah, he doesn't see me. I hope.
Okay. So, yeah. So he looked at you, Noi, looks back and points to the bear. You're doing the face thing, and then he looks back at you. All you've already gone back to your normal face. You're not doing the face anymore, and he's like, so, and he's very quiet. He's like whispering. He's like, the fact that it's feeding is good for us. Means less chance of it, feeding on us. Probably want to wait for it to be done and then hopefully follow it back to its cave and see where that leads us.
True.
Opinions?
Sure.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. So y'all wait and watch. And, eventually, it, stops eating, and then at which point it grabs the carcass with its mouth or whatever to just, drag along as y'all go to follow after it. I want everyone to make me a hide sneak.
This I should be.
Now I'm gonna get a bad roll. Now that it matters.
God damn. 1, 2, 1, 2. She's rolling so shit.
Okay. So you're walking after it, trying to be quiet, trying to not attract its attention, and at one point, Kilo steps on a bit of ground that was, I guess, a bit bubbled up, and you just kind of you all hear it just kind of compress under her foot. And you see the bear stop.
Okay, everyone play dead.
You want to play dead?
That doesn't sound smart.
It's probably not the best idea now. I don't know, is nobody used to say with bears you have to play dead?
And the professor turns to Jacen and asks, can you use the force to keep it from noticing us?
Can I? That's a power I'm not aware of.
I don't know. You tell me, can I?
Oh no, you tell me, Mr. Fucking Know-It-All.
I'm certainly willing to try. Every shot is always miss in the end.
Okay, what are all three of your force skills at again?
What skill?
Force skills.
Everything is basically 4D except sense. That's 4D plus 2 now.
Okay, yeah, so there's the Affect Mind skill, which uses all three.
Oh,
so you'd be at a minus 2D for each.
Which means a maximum of 12 each. Would it even be enough?
Try it. It's the worst that can happen.
Yeah.
In the end, it won't be your fault the bear comes after us.
Hmm?
I said in the end, it won't be Joey's fault if the bear comes after us, so...
True. No, but what's the worst that's gonna happen? The bear's gonna be like, you tried to use the force on me, now I want to kill you more.
The bear notices mine being played with. He goes after Joey.
Yeah, if it goes specifically after you, to be fair, that's good for us.
Yeah, true.
Bad for you, good for the team.
Just grab the professor and put him in front of you as a shield.
True.
I don't care if he gets me Doc to point. Doc, you're left. Bye.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I'll just pull him in front.
I feel doing stuff like that would make me morally questionable.
What?
And with that,
What?
I mean, that-
Getting the professor to, like, using a meat shield? Yeah, that's pretty morally questionable.
Just slightly. Just slightly.
In fact, I don't even think that counts as questionable. I think that's just bad.
Okay. So let's make your rolls for it. If you're gonna try. So start with control.
I'm so scared. Now I wish I had my force point still.
Wow.
Okay, let's see. Well, roll 2d2. Type an extra L. Oh.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah,
yes.
that's a good roll.
2d62. And you managed to roll a 9 on a d62?
That's impressive.
That's impressive.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
2d62. I just that 9. What the hell? You rolled a 52 on 2d62.
Now for the sense.
Anyway. Roll 2d6 plus 2. Oh.
8.
I mean, it is a bear. How smart can bears be?
Mm,
I mean,
he's-
he's never met this bear before.
He's no yogi, I can imagine. He's not. He can't be smarter than your average bear.
mm.
He'd even go after a picnic
Let's go to the
basket. He went after a
picnic
snake.
And now
A lizard, I think it was, Dan.
And now the
a
altar.
reptile.
Right, just my regular 2d again?
Yep.
Mostly not bad rolls.
Yeah, I mean, expect it worse.
Okay. So
We're not here.
the bear
That's the
kind
roll
of
you're looking
like
for.
had started turning his head as like, if it hurt something, but then, all of a sudden its head goes back looking forward and kind of seems a bit confused and then just, goes and continues walking on.
We are also bears.
Damn, I succeeded. Jeez.
I sort of give a sort of shocked but impressed look at him. It's like, oh, okay.
Kind of same.
Yeah.
I just make that ooh, not ooh. That's not a good noise.
Ooh.
I make it.
Look
Ooh,
at
ooh.
Rose right now.
I'm gonna say something though, so like the way the rules normally are, you wouldn't have succeeded. Because this is not like a sentient species, I made some modifications because, like, yeah, it's not like a sentient species, so it would be a lot easier to fool. So, like,
That's fair.
you wouldn't be able... So, like, you're not at a point where you'd be able to do this on, like, a human or
Yeah.
Wookiee,
that's
Bothan, and so
fair.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, that only affects the sense. The other two skills you would have gotten regardless. The other two you would have gotten even with just... Yeah, you would have gotten regardless.
Nice.
And those
So,
were exceptions.
I need to roll the highest on sense?
Well, because sense is modified by relationship. And that's basically what I cut out, because it's like, this isn't, a sentient being or whatever, so I cut out the relationship requirement, because that would have been a plus. Because it's a complete stranger and not of the same species, it would have been a plus 30.
That's fair.
But, like, because it's, not a sentient species, the whole complete stranger thing doesn't really, like, apply.
Yeah. That is fair. I get that.
Yeah. So yeah. So you continue on following it. taking care to be more quiet and to be more careful, until you see it going down into a cave. Sure enough. Actually, like, even as you approach this, you started feeling the ground under your feet was, less soft and starting to get more like there was rock here and there, and now here near the cave it's very rocky. So, yep. And you see it go down to the cave. And at this point, Sandra's like, so, what's our plan now? Are we just going to go into the cave and then get eaten by a bear?
Sounds like a good plan.
I mean, we have guns. We're not just going to be like, oh, well, let's get eaten by a bear.
True. It's, like a 5v1. Well, assuming that there are no other bears in there. Do they tend to, do there tend to be packs, or is it just... Would there be just one little bear?
They're not pack animals, and
unless it's like a mother bear, I'd assume.
Yeah.
With babies.
Yeah. The professor was about to say something, so you can make a knowledge alien races.
Perfect.
Roll if you want.
Oh, cool. That is a 5d6 / El Rolo. Cinco de seis. I rolled an 18.
Okay. You are reasonably certain that the bear you were following was male.
So it would probably be on
okay.
its own.
Okay, sorry. I was trying to prevent saying stupid stuff. It hurt. Okay. I'm good.
So then it's, like a 5v1, right?
Most likely.
And just try to keep quiet and go in there. Although, how are we going to be able to see in there? Because Zoe's the one with the flashlight, not me.
Wait. Oh, I have robot eyes. Yeah.
Yes, Dan, that helps you, not everyone else.
I mean, could I use my sense for like the... What is it? I know I have something that I can hear better and see better, I think.
Okay, once again, that might help you. It's not going to help the group.
I'll explain everything to you. I'll tell you what I see.
Alright, fine. Brendan's the leader.
Yeah, let's see.
But then the rest of us aren't going to be able to make, search checks. I hope you know that.
I know.
It's gonna be
That was
you.
that was a joke. I was being serious.
If only we had Zoe's flashlight.
All those guns and no flashlight.
You know.
Yeah, there's the magnify senses ability, so you could...
Could I use that on the group somehow?
And also, that wouldn't be night vision, would it? It would just be, better sight. So would that actually help?
Could that do like a Daredevil thing where he just...
Gives us all dark vision? Or night vision? D&D terms.
Doing a, Daredevil, radar thing, I would allow, but at a very large difficulty, which he's not gonna get.
Makes sense.
That's 100 or something. I don't know.
Did none of us bring a flashlight?
I mean, yes, but they're in my eyes.
You don't get... Sorry, I just imagined Brendan with, flashlight eyes. Instead of night vision, actual, just light eyes.
I mean, that is a possible cybernetic modification as well.
God, why didn't I think
just...
of that? I could have had headlight eyes.
You get in a car.
I was gonna say, it'd be like one of the cars from Cars.
Also, wait, okay, what are we in the cave for again exactly?
Looking for the weapon.
Well,
Or whatever.
looking for, where the Sigarian colony from centuries ago is, and if there's any relics there that, because the Imperials seem to think that there's some kind of relic that they could use, or relics that they could use as a weapon.
Okay, could I like sense onto that?
I mean,
Since
the
if
main issue we're trying to get to right now is the fact that it's dark in cave, and not all of us have robot eyes. But it's fine. Brendan can lead. Let's go in there.
A question: does a good professor have a flashlight on him?
I mean, I have my tiny light, turns on the lightsaber. Here's
True.
my light.
See, that's a solution. Actually, that's at least dim light. That's something.
Mm-hmm.
the professor
There should be
starts
enough light for him to trigger,
searching
like,
through his
eyes.
pockets and such,
More
and
jerky. Even more jerky.
no, and he pulls out a flashlight.
Some of that hard candy that a lot of old people have.
Werthers?
Yeah, Werthers.
I actually like Werthers.
Oh,
though.
Werthers are awesome.
Werthers are great.
Yeah, as long as you don't actually bite on them, because then they're just stuck in your teeth forever.
True, that sucks. But Werthers are.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Okay, no.
he pulls out a flashlight.
Okay, so do we know where the bear is at this point? Like, do we
In
actually
the
see
cave.
him? I mean, I know, but like, specifically
your
where it is.
Well, I think we need it. We haven't gone in the cave yet. I don't think so.
No. Right now, you don't see the bear because it went inside the cave, and from here you can't see very far into the cave.
Okay. Can I specifically continuously sense on him? You know, become a Jedi Raider again.
Also, we probably shouldn't turn on the flashlight immediately. Well, we should probably not turn on the flashlight until we know where the bear is, which at least, like, Brendan could probably, like, lead us for the first part of the cave,
I like that.
just in case. Probably don't just want to walk in there like, hey, bear, light.
Yeah, I agree. I should take a peek before we start, doing light things.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll
Just, like, answer first.
roll me a sense.
Oh, 48. 6 plus 2. 14.
Okay, you can sense where the bear is, and you want to keep a constant sense on it.
Yep.
Okay.
Just like.
That does mean,
at least-
as long as you're keeping a sense on it, all your rolls will be at the -1d.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, just to make sure you're aware. But yeah, so you're keeping. So yeah, it's not very far into the cave, and it's not moving at the moment. It seems to just be
Alright.
like, resting. So, yeah.
Okay. So I think we stick with the plan of, like, walking in there and at first having, like, Brendan just lead, and then once we get, like, past the bear, turn the light on.
Okay.
That sounds good.
That way, we're not just alerting the bear.
Yeah. And in this conversation, were you like bringing up also the fact that he has cybernetic eyes?
I'd imagine so.
Okay.
Yes.
Probably,
So-
because that's relevant.
Yeah. So
I imagine that
I-
I would bring it up with the same gusto that I brought it up. Well, not too loud, but I was excited about. It's like my eyes.
Okay.
Guys,
Yeah. So
guys.
yeah, after the first mention though of the cybernetic eyes, the professor's like, "Oh, you have cybernetic eyes. I thought you were just high."
I mean, not while I'm working.
Beautiful.
Okay. So Brennan leads the way, and y'all follow. What's the order? I was about to say order of operation, but that's math.
Marching order.
Tim Doss.
Brendan first,
Mm-hmm.
and then, I don't know, I'll go second.
I feel like the prof should take the rear.
Okay.
Pro.
Jacen?
I mean, maybe it's better for me to be somewhere up front, just because for now I'm focused
Sense-
on where the bear is.
I mean, I could see where the bear is. I don't think your position matters too much. At least
Otherwise,
when
I
I'm
would
Okay,
go
positioned.
Jacen in third, in the middle.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So you go marching in. Single file, actually.
As it should be.
Maybe not marching isn't the best term because you're probably going not trying to be too loud.
No,
Everyone.
we're marching. We are full on marching band. High knees, stomping.
Okay. No need to roll high sneaks then.
Yeah, no.
Um.
In fact, we also have drums.
Where did you get the
We're going to
drums?
stand now.
And our bag of holding.
Hang on. Holding. Wait a second. This isn't a crossover with D&D.
Wait one gosh darn diddly second.
That's not until the third year of this campaign.
Oh my god. It just becomes D&D.
No, just crossover with D&D. No. So yeah, so
I'm obviously trying to be quiet.
yeah. So you go. So then everyone roll me a hide sneak.
I also imagine that I try and take it to a way that's like further away from the bear. You know, like we're not the path of least bear resistance. I can't think of words. Also, I can't
Damn.
sneak.
3, 2, 1, 3, 1. It's kind of catchy.
But yeah, I'm trying to keep us as far away from the bear as possible while being able to go to where we need to go. Also,
Okay.
can I search? Like, I imagine I'm look around before we actually went.
Like you wanted to do a search before you went in,
Well, I mean, like,
because you should have mentioned
Well-
that before you went in.
well, I meant like while we're walking in, I want to look around.
Okay.
Like while we're
Yeah,
in.
keep his eyes out since he's,
Yeah.
the eyes of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me a search. Okay. So you look around as you're walking in, and honestly, you can everyone can still see pretty well because like you're still pretty close to the entrance, so there's sunlight and such still coming in, and so you all see the bear sleeping against the one wall.
Oh, that's
The-
nice.
The carcass of the lizard thing nearby to it, and yeah, and then Brendan with his searching also sees there's a lot of moss growing on the cave walls. Very important detail.
Mhm.
Guys,
And,
I see moss.
Are you sure you're not high?
I don't think so.
Okay. So,
Continue on.
are you gonna just try going past the sleeping bear?
Do
I
we
mean,
have to like,
I-
is it in our path?
Is there a way to avoid the bear as much as possible while still getting to our goal?
Yeah.
Like where you're in, it's basically like a pretty wide tunnel, so you can go past the bear. The one question is, if it wakes up, how fast is it going to be on you?
Well, yeah, that's why I want to be as far away as possible, so we can maybe get a couple shots off.
So the width of the cave, because it's basically, like I said, a tunnel. The width would be about 10 meters wide. Yeah.
It's not too bad. So one question is, do we want to go as a group or one at a time?
Okay, I have a question. I'm actually using the drawing board thing.
Ah.
Okay, so the square that's below the tombstone. if that's the place, like, where would the bear be? Would the bear be more to the left? Would it be more to the right? Like, where in the square would it be? Assuming that each square is like a 5 foot. Since it's 10.
You said 10 meters, not feet.
Sorry.
Because
Sorry for
un-American.
Sorry for being American, yeah.
Okay, so you're using the draw thing in roll 20, you said? Or...
Yes. Yes. If you go, like, below the tombstone.
To the right of the blue box. It's the bottom
Yes.
right.
So
Bottom
that,
right.
So that green...
The green square. If that's the place, where would the bear be?
So... How do I use this drawing stuff? Okay. That's how. So basically, like, where the cave entrance is, I'm just drawing my own cave, so just...
Okay.
It's basically like, it's basically, like I said, a tunnel or whatever, kind of like that or whatever, and the bear is sleeping, like, here. This isn't exactly to scale, but...
Okay, yeah. So I imagine we'll be, like... I imagine we'll be up against the wall. Like, we'd be, like, up against this wall.
Yeah, that's what I imagine you want to be doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we want to go one at a time? Or do we want to go as a group?
I feel like, well, we go as a
One
group,
probably
single
better.
file. What'd you say, Joey?
I said one at a time is maybe not that bad of an idea.
Because that way, also,
Yeah.
like, if it wakes up and goes after us, it kind of has to choose a side. Assuming the first person
Well,
to cover it.
I assume if whoever wakes it up is just going to go straight for them, so whoever's...
I don't think it's that simple. Not if we're in a group.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was saying if we go single.
Yeah, I think going single is fine. Not like, I'm not saying we separate. I'm not saying like the others stand like 100 feet back and just send the people through. I'm saying, just one at a time. I don't know, like stand like maybe 20 feet
Okay.
back or something.
Okay. So, like, Brendan starts walking once he's about 20 feet ahead, then Kilo starts walking, then when she's about 20 feet ahead, then,
Yeah.
as Kilo starts walking, Brendan's still walking as well, type thing. And then...
Yeah, at least until we're like kind of past the bear, then we can.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea, right? So
Yeah, I like that. That's fine.
Okay, so then here is what we are going to do. Firstly, Brendan, make your hide sneak.
Okay.
22. Okay. Kilo. So yeah, Brendan started walking, and he's, going, and he's a bit ahead. Kilo starts coming after. Being nice and quiet. Next up is Jacen.
For now, since we can see him, I'm turning my thing off so I can roll it full.
Okay. Jacen starts walking. He's not quite as quiet as the other two, but, still pretty quiet. Then we have Sandra. She starts walking after, trying to, be quiet as well. And she kind of trips over a bit of a rock coming out of the ground or whatever, makes a little bit of noise. I'm guessing y'all look right at the bear as this happens.
Yeah.
And kind of see the bear lying there. kind of do that, like, kind of like,
5 more minutes, Mom.
yeah, that kind of a thing. Yeah. And Sandra kind of gets back up and continues walking. And then the professor goes.
Don't fuck it up.
Yeah,
Actually, if you do, we can just leave him.
true.
And Professor very quietly, gingerly follows after. And you'll keep going till you're out of sight of the bear and breathe a sigh of relief, I assume.
Also, maybe turn on the flashlight now?
At
Just keep going with Brent.
this point, it's definitely like a lot darker. There's still like a bit of light from there that so like you can like still see a bit, but yeah, it's pretty dark. Brendan, of course, sees just fine.
Yep.
So, do we want to, like, turn on the flashlight, or do we want to just prioritize stealth? Do we think there's anything in here to see us?
Can I take a look around? Can I take a gander, a sneaky peek?
Roll me a search.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I struggle with living sometimes. Okay.
We all struggle with living sometimes.
Yeah.
20. So you're looking around. You see some signs that the bear probably occasionally goes deeper into the cave around these parts, but you don't see much signs of anything else having been here recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can probably turn on the flashlight, although if we hear any noises that don't seem to come from us, immediately turn it off, okay?
Okay. So yeah, the professor turns on the flashlight and points it ahead, so kind of see where you're going, and
I assume Brendan's still leading, so Brendan should probably have the flashlight or something, right? Or are we just, I guess we don't really need to go single file anymore. Never mind.
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, so you're going down, and you do notice that this is going underground. Caves going downwards, and so you're following down through the tunnel, and everyone make me a perception check.
Okay. Fun day.
Hey, cute.
No, that's too many L's.
Oh, you ruined it.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm not cute.
Shocking, the professor and Sandra both were the ones.
That'd be incredible.
No. Sandra actually got a 16, which is pretty impressive considering she has a 3D.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, got 2 5s and a 6. 15, 11, 11. Okay. So yeah, everything seems normal as you're going down through this cave. And, after a bit, Professor actually turns off the flashlight, and you can, and as he does so, you can see up ahead that there is a source of light.
Hmm.
What kind of source of light?
Well, you can't see like what the actual source is. You just see that there's light coming from down there's what I mean.
Okay. Well, it's not like a flashlight type
No,
of light. It's like.
No, it's like it's not like something like a it would be probably similar to like if you were going back and like once you start getting to where like light is coming in from outside, except that it's you're going down, and there's light coming from there. It's still...
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's still distance, so, like, he turns a flashlight back on, because you still need, like, the light from the flashlight to, you know, navigate there, but he's like, okay, so we're definitely getting close to something.
True.
And, so you continue going, making your way down, and then, as you get closer, you start seeing that, you know, light starts getting brighter, and eventually he turns off the flashlight and puts it back in his pocket as there's enough light now to clearly see, and you can see that there's, like, kind of where this tunnel opens out into some kind of a chamber and such. As you approach, as you approach, are you gonna want to go stealth again, or?
I think
I'd
so.
say stealth. Stealth.
I tend to always say stealth, to be honest. So.
Yeah.
True. I will do the same.
Let's do the marching band, guys. Let's bring out them drums.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Party. We need a following number.
Sorry. I'm just the failure of the group.
I mean, the failure of the stealth checks is Sandra.
I failed the one earlier.
Well, on this one, I mean, because you got a 5.
Oh.
Oh.
On what?
What?
On what?
On 3D?
Yikes.
She spends most of her time in, like, you know, a cockpit of a ship. But yeah.
So does Zoe, and she still has pretty good stealth. But that's because she's me, and I always have to have good stealth. I couldn't play a character with bad stealth.
And Zoe spends a lot of time outside of the cockpit as well, actually, like, doing stuff. I mean,
I guess.
Sandra does as well, but, like, her kind of missions she does are less, like, you know, sneaking around and more like going undercover amongst the Imperials. She's done that several times.
Fair.
But yeah. So you're going you're all being pretty quiet, and Sandra again accidentally, like, trips over something and, you know, falls to the ground and, like, just like, son of a bitch. And then instantly realizes what she just instantly realizes it, and just, like, quickly, like, you know, puts her hand to her mouth or whatever, because you're all trying to be quiet, and she's like, sorry. And
Kilo angrily sighs.
And how far are we from the bear at this point?
you're far from the bear.
We're worried about new things now.
Yeah, right now you're not concerned about the bear. Or at least, I mean, you don't need to be. You might be concerned about the bear. I don't tell you what you
Jason's
are and are
worst fear is bears.
I think it's first Wookiees, but bears shortly after.
To be fair, yeah, they're pretty similar. They just remind him of Wookiees.
Imagine a Wookiee using one of these bears' amount.
Oh my god,
wow.
Jason's worst fear.
Oh god. I'm just gonna start developing a fear for furries.
Excuse me.
Yes, I know exactly what I said. It's what I meant to say, thank you.
Okay, just moving on from that. And, yeah, so you're looking at the cavern, and you see what does look to be some kind of, like, a long abandoned colony You see buildings and such, but I mean, a lot of it is made out of rock and such, so, like, the buildings themselves, having been carved out of rock and such, are still, like, in good repair or whatever, but, like, you see a lot of stuff like, broken, like, basically other stuff that would have been on there, like, windows or, anything, like, not actually made out of rock is, like, broken or run down or, you know, has succumbed to the passage of time and such. And it's essentially a ghost town. Like, you know, you don't hear anyone. And yeah.
Can I do like a knowledge check culture just to see if I can dig some little culture nuggets out for snacks?
Okay.
For snacks?
Tasty little knowledge morsels, duh.
Where they would keep their relics, maybe?
Yeah.
Useful information of some kind?
Yeah, roll me a knowledge cultures.
Okay.
Or where they would keep their kitchen, I guess, if you're doing it for snacks. I guess that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I'm not even gonna quit.
Where do they keep their vending machines?
Guys, I figured it out. Wait, you know where it's at? No, their kitchen's over there. I need to check it out, guys. Just y'all do you. 17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On the edge of 17.
Okay. So, based on the reading up you've been doing on the Sagarians after meeting Blake, what you know is that, 17. What is worth 7?
I know 17.
You know, 17 things.
Guys. 17.
You kind of have a basic idea of kind of like the layout of one of their colonies. So like, obviously, like a lot of the buildings would be like houses, any kind of weapons would probably be kept nearish to the center of town.
Okay.
Basically, the basic idea being that, you know, if, you know, somebody started attacking, they wouldn't just be able to, like, right away take the building with, you know, weaponry and such.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just like, hey, prof. Pop quiz. In a place like this, the weapons are usually in the center, right?
Most likely.
Cool. Good job. A+. So I think we should head towards the center.
Okay. So, head towards the center. Yeah. Everyone make me a search. Oh.
Okay.
Give me 16s. Oh, cute.
We find everything.
Okay.
We rolled an unnatural 20.
It'd be really impressive if you rolled a natural one.
Wait a second, this isn't a D6 at all.
Wait, what do you mean this isn't the D&D crossover episode? I thought it was.
It hasn't been 3 years yet. Then what's been going on?
Yeah. So, so as you're walking along, looking around at the different buildings, Jacen and Brendan both kind of their eyes like key in on one building, and it's like that's where the weapons would be.
Weird that Keela didn't know, but okay.
Also, not sure why Jacen like keys in on this, but you know,
He just has a feeling.
yeah,
It's a force thing.
it's where he would have put weapons.
Okay, so they're not good hidden. Got to know.
True.
So I assume you tell the group,
I assume we already did, yeah.
and
Yeah.
the professor is looking at the building, and then he's looking at another building next to it, and it's like, yeah, we can check out your building first, I suppose.
You building first. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Roll me a perception, just Brendan.
Okay. Okay. Perception's not my best, but I'll roll it. Crap. What are numbers? 9.
It seems to you that the professor is trying to hide something from you.
So, Prof, how'd you come to get here? Like, how did this happen? Why are you here?
I was asked to be here.
Yeah, I was asked to be here by General Spacewalker.
I mean, how did you join the rebels? Like, I mean, I'm not saying that you would be, but like, just the entire, time you taught me sort of gave off this Imperial vibe to me.
I don't know what would have given off that vibe to you.
I mean, you're a pretty big dick to me. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Just throwing it out there.
You are bad, and Imperial's bad. Rebel's good.
I feel like a lot of people are a dick to you.
No, a lot of people like me. And also, you're hiding something.
Ooh, can I roll insight?
Sure.
Can I roll
Yeah,
Roll me a
inside, go
perception.
for it.
perception?
Yeah.
You said?
Yeah.
I'd like to do the same.
Okay.
10.
Not knowing him too well, you two find it difficult to get a good read on him.
I mean, I have more than one way.
Kilo generally doesn't trust anyone, so she still doesn't trust him. But as a general rule, is very interesting. Unlike Zoe, who trusts everyone,
Yeah.
honestly.
Okay.
So you do anything else, Joey, or are you just gonna...
I mean, I don't think even at force guess, I'm pretty sure it's like I'm not familiar with the guy, so like I get like a plus 60 or whatever.
I mean, you spent like the day. You spent the day with him, so at this point
Yes,
you'd
I'd be
be
like
acquaintances.
You know, sure.
Okay, so you're gonna try reading his mind.
As I'm just standing next to him, not necessarily touching him, or maybe like, I don't know, close enough that I would get the best chance, I guess. Although I guess we're all pretty close. We don't
I
have
mean,
that
you
much
could
space, I guess.
put your... you could, like, pat his back and, try and do it while you're touching him.
For some reason, I really thought you were gonna say ass.
Give him that good game pat.
That good game, Pat.
Okay. So are you gonna like pat him on the shoulder or something?
I'm gonna do that like, I'm just like, yo, Tara, like, as I'm about to like, yo, can we do this some other time?
Okay.
I'm just going around Brendan and him like, yo, we don't have time for this.
Okay.
And then I'll try to read.
Roll me your sense.
Oh.
Honey.
Ooh, woo.
Whoa.
Oh.
You try to read his mind, and clearly he was expecting that as he resisted your attempt.
Damn.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, how much better? So, what are you hiding?
What makes you think I'm hiding something?
Well, clearly you were expecting me to read, and you were resisting it.
I mean, would you want somebody just going and randomly reading your mind?
I have nothing to hide. You can read all they
He then
want.
touches you and reads your mind. He is actually a Sith the whole time. But no, I say, I was your student. I watched you very peculiarly the whole time. Peck. I pecked you. I pecked your brain. No, that's just me not knowing how to speak. God. I watched you very astutely, so I can tell whenever you're hiding something, because I was a good student.
He looks at you and he's silent for a bit, clearly, considering something. And then he's like, what made the two of you think this building is the one to search?
Pretty much because of the professor, because he said, "Oh, us. How do we know?"
Yeah, how did you know?
Because I mean, this is my thing. I'm smart.
So, Brendan, it would have been like kind of based on the architecture of the building. It's like different from the others around it. It looks like it could be more easily fortified if if necessary. Jacen probably noticed as well that like this would be like a good place to like set up set up as a base of operations if under attack and such. Just based on like the way the building's designed and such. So. So to explain basically that?
Yeah.
He's like, so don't you think that attackers would notice the same thing?
I mean, depends. But it's a possibility.
Where are you going with this?
The building next to it would be almost as easy to fortify, but is much less obvious about that.
Okay. I don't know if that answers the question, but...
Oh.
Oh, crying.
Yeah, no, my eyes just like getting watering a
also,
bit.
this whole time, Kilo's just been pointing a gun at him, pretty much.
Okay, good.
That's
That's
behind him.
okay.
But...
I can assure you, I am not an Imperial.
Then you won't have any problem giving us your guns.
He takes a blaster pistol out of his jacket and puts it on the ground.
I take it.
Ooh, mine.
Is that the only gun you have on you?
Yes.
Pat him down.
Okay, whoever's patting him down, make a search roll.
Who wants to do it?
Joe.
I think we all have equal search. I just
thought
kind of
you-
feel advantage.
Okay, I can
all
do it then.
just search him.
We all have 5D, so I think it's even, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Kilo, I need you to get the bottom quadrant. I'll get the mid quadrant, and Joey gets the top quadrants.
Alright.
No. I'm still just gonna point a gun at them.
Okay. 20.
20. So,
Mine is just stuck
Go
on rolling.
pat him
dice.
down. Oh, so you're both patting him down. Okay.
No.
We're just one on each side.
So, patting him down, you find on him the flashlight, 3 data pads.
A lot more beef jerky.
That's okay. That's a suspiciously large amount of data pads.
Yeah. Why would you have 3 data pads?
I'm gonna snoop in his data pads.
Okay, do you want me to list off everything else you find in him before we get to the data
Sure.
pads?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So, beef jerky,
I take the beef jerky.
water canteen. Well, it's not beef jerky. It's a different type of jerky. Like bantha
Wookie
jerky.
jerky.
No, not Wookiee jerky. Bantha jerky.
Okay, I still take it.
Yeah, canteen of water. You find a multi-tool, kind of like a more sci-fi version of like a Swiss Army knife. You find a scanner, like a handheld like scanner thing. It's comm unit, macro binoculars.
God, how many pockets does he have?
A lot. I think that's it, though. Yeah.
Would any of us know a reason somebody would have 3 data pads? Like, is there a typical like reason to carry multiple data pads?
I mean, it's not particularly suspicious.
Is it not?
You know, like, especially like, you know, one's for personal use, one's for work, and just like one like as a backup, especially if they're like different like models, like if say like used for different types of stuff or whatever.
I'm still gonna snoop in his data pads just to see what they are.
Okay,
That's fair, but like, I don't know.
so
I think Zoe, to be fair, has like 3 data pads, but they're all ones that she's stolen. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why I think it's suspicious.
So the first one you check is it's the one with the largest screen, and it's mostly filled with like all sorts of books, like textbooks and like history books, and like it's his reading one.
Okay.
The next one you look at has a lot of like his notes on like both like stuff like relating to his teaching, which he doesn't do as much as he used to, but he still does like these days he more does like guest lectures and such than actually like because he doesn't actually have his own class or anything right now. Like he does guest lectures, so there's stuff like that on there, as well as like stuff from like things that he's been like researching and whatnot.
Anything that's related to what we're doing right now?
There's definitely like some stuff on the Sigarians and such. There's not much information you find on there about like this planet beyond that there used to be a Sigarian colony here and such. And then the third one is password protected.
Oh. I'd say I guess you're not going to give us the password.
I mean, I'd rather not.
Alright, you can give it to me.
I give it to Kilo.
My security is 5D. That is the best out of everyone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will try and hack it.
Okay. So like you look at him, you look at the thing, you look at him, you look at the thing. You input your guesses at his password, and they're all wrong.
Yeah. I'm more used to hacking doors, I guess. or
Yeah.
something.
It's like you seem like the kind of person that would use your dog's name as the password. Fido. Nope. I don't know.
Well, I say it's okay. I'm pretty sure we can find a way to make him talk or give it to us. Can't we, Kilo?
True.
Like, I don't know her that well, just met. She seems like a pretty cool person, but she looks like someone who can be very persuasive. What does Kilo do to be persuasive?
I pull out a knife.
Hot.
Can I try an intimidation check of some kind for that? Or can Dan try an intimidation check of some kind for that?
Let's try command. Probably
Dan,
would
what's
be the
your
best.
command?
3D plus 2.
Mine is just 3D, so I guess you're gonna be the best one for this.
Okay.
Or
Ooga
do we
booga
both
booga
try,
booga.
Or is it only one?
Can we both try? Can we be like good cop, bad cop?
Or bad cop, bad cop?
Bad cop, worst cop?
Do we both roll, or is it just one?
If you're both trying to be intimidating, you can both roll if you want.
We're both definitely trying to be intimidating.
I'm apparently not that intimidating, although... Oh yeah, that's why. I had this... This character was supposed to be a little, like... Not nice, but, like, swindler, kind of. Rather than just being straight up, like, intimidating.
We go ooga booga booga booga.
He seems unimpressed.
Well, I guess we just continue going then, because I can't think of anything else.
Do we give him back his data pad?
No, we keep them.
You can keep it specifically.
Okay, I'll keep it. So, Professor, so you think the weapons are in that one, and I point at the one that he suggested.
Definitely seems likely.
Are they weapons or just relics? Because I thought they were kind of both, huh?
Yeah. We're looking for weapon relics. Relics of weapons, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, I say, also just, no offense, but, I've been crossed a lot. And you can't trust people nowadays.
I understand you want to keep my data pad. But can I have the rest of my stuff back? Minus the blaster pistol, I understand. You don't trust me?
How good is this jerky?
It's fine, it's jerky.
Oh, I save one piece of jerky, but then I give him everything else back.
Okay, so everything except for the just like the one data pad and the blaster pistol, or
Yeah, the one data pad had the blaster and a piece of jerky.
okay,
He didn't have any other weapons, right?
no.
Okay.
Unless you're wanting to keep the multi-tool as well, like that could be used as a weapon.
I'll keep the multi-tool.
Okay.
Multi-pass.
Okay, I was gonna say that seems like if he wants to use that as a weapon, if he manages to successfully use that as a weapon, it's kind of impressive and he deserves it. But
And actually, before I give it back to him, I hold out the scanner. I say, "What is this for?"
Okay, sorry, say that again.
I show him the scanner. I say,
Oh.
What is this for?"
It's for scanning stuff. Like if I'm, on a dig and I find something, I scan it.
I
to try
scan him.
You scan him. Okay.
He's only worth $1.
Roll me a knowledge technology to see if you can figure out how to
Okay.
use it.
Did I ever? I did do a little with my technology. It has a +1 now.
Yeah, no, I'm
So
not
strong.
good at technology at all. 'Cause I tried to make the character different.
18, not bad.
Okay. So, you're like fiddling around with it, like, because it's a bit tricky because like it doesn't have like it doesn't actually have text on it, so you're trying to like figure out like what the different like pictures mean and such. Because it's basically like, I don't know if you've ever been to like a store that has like a self checkout and some of them just it's just like a touchscreen. It doesn't actually have words. It just has pictures or whatever. So you're trying to figure out what does what button do or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But so you're trying to like kind of fiddle around with it, and you think you've got it, and you think you've scanned him, and from what you can tell, he appears to be human.
Okay. Everything checks out. Does it say whether or not he's a spy?
It does not, no.
It says
well-
spy in big letters.
Imperial. I say, you mind if I use this? Just, this is interesting. I've never used this before.
He kind of glances at the screens, sees like what you've sees what you've done. He's like, I suppose.
Cool.
Is it for scaring people or things?
I think things.
Or both?
Are you like actually asking that, or?
Yeah.
He's like, it can scan. I mean, it can be used to scan pretty much anything, but it has a very short range. So pretty much, it's something right in front of it.
What if I scan my eyes? God, now I can think of. I'm just like, can I keep this? Then just put it right towards my face.
It's also, I imagine. I know it doesn't look like just a normal like checkout scanner, but I imagine one of the like checkout like hand scanners.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looks kind of like a Game Boy.
Okay.
Okay, that's a little more in line with what I was imagining.
Yeah.
But actually, I am curious more about my eyes since I got it from a totally legitimate place.
Okay, roll me another knowledge technology to try scanning your eyes.
God, I have to do it
Oh my
every time?
God.
Jesus. 20.
This is absurd.
Okay,
This is so stupid.
and strolling through it, and yeah, it kind of schematic or layout of your eyes comes up, kind of showing the composition, like what they're made out of, and some basic information on like the function of them type thing. It's all like in pictures and such, so it's, a bit tricky for you to understand the exact meaning of everything, but...
if you're paying attention, you do notice that Kilo looks at you like you're weird.
Yeah. Basically, I guess it's showing you a diagram of your eyes is basically the best way of describing what it's showing you.
I say that's neat. Anyway, so I guess let's go to the building that he thinks it's at.
Okay. And are you having him in front of you now, or?
I imagine he's going to be in front of Kilo because she has the gun to point at him.
You're still keeping the gun on him? Okay. So
a little bit looser probably than before. Like before it was very intently like, I will shoot you if you do anything, whereas now it's just sort of a casual, I'm ready to shoot you. You know?
Okay. So you go and enter the building. You approach the door and the door is like, the actual door itself is kind of hanging to the side or whatever, so it's so half the doorway is open there with the door kind of hanging off on, not exactly the hinges because it's not that kind of a door, but yeah. And you go in and it's dark inside. Obviously, Brendan can see. And I never said what the source of light it was here in the town. Basically, up at the top, there's a orb built into the ceiling. The top of the cavern. So yeah. And
does the city remind me at all? Because this is like an underground city, basically, right?
Kind of.
Does it remind me at all of the Lizard City that we went to that one time?
Not really.
I don't think Brendan was there, for the record. In case, Dan, you're trying to remember, I don't think you were there for that.
I wasn't even trying, so no.
Not really, beyond it being an underground city. It's a very different architecture. I mean, not completely different because it is still in a cave and with buildings made of stone and such. So there's gonna be similarity, but it's
reminds me of it, but doesn't actually look like it.
It's kind of how both Egyptians and Mayans had pyramids. Was it Mayans? One of the Aztecs, Inca, one of them. Maybe more than one of them, I don't know. But they both have pyramids, but they're very different pyramids type thing.
Yeah, I get it.
Kind of like that, yeah. So,
right.
But yeah, so anyway, you go inside. So there's light coming in from outside and such. So you can all see in here, but Brendan's obviously seeing it in a lot more detail.
Mm-hmm.
And
I assume we put on the flashlight again.
Yeah. So you're telling Professor to turn the flashlight back on then?
Yeah.
Okay. And so he goes and takes the flashlight out and turns it on and is pointing it around. And so this first room you enter looks kind of like an entryway. Not much left in here at the moment, but you see a you see three doors, 4 doors if you count the one you just came through. They are still closed, so you can't see what lays beyond this. Yeah, 4 doors, one against each wall. And otherwise, pretty empty in here right now.
I mean, I previously did that, so there's not much going on in here. Do you have, is there something we're missing here, Profer?
Well, I mean, this is just the entryway. Probably the side rooms would be some sort of offices of some sort. The far door is probably a turbo lift.
Can I do a check on that?
By a check on that, do you mean like perception to see if he's lying, or do you mean like just going and checking behind the door?
I mean, like doing like a culture check, see if I can be like, oh yeah.
Sure, roll me a knowledge cultures.
Yikes.
Can I do a perception roll now?
So, based on your knowledge of their culture, you're pretty sure that those doors lead to something. You have no idea if it's something relevant. You have no idea if it's what he said it is. It's just they lead to something, because there wouldn't be a door leading to nothing. Probably.
Can I do a perception check on him now?
Sure.
Did I do that right? I don't know. It's okay. Yeah.
You have no reason to doubt what he said.
Okay. So where do you think the turbo lift would take us to?
Could go up to the second floor. This is clearly or second or third floor. This is possibly even the roof. This is 3-floor building. Could also lead down to a basement. I mean, and obviously, like
questions. I have questions. What would the roof be? Would it be the surface? And
no, the roof.
What would the basement?
The roof of the building, because you could see the top of the building outside of the cavern.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And basement would be further under the building.
Okay. Do you think that's where we should be headed towards?
Anything truly dangerous would probably be kept in the basement.
Okay.
Checks out.
Yeah. That's where I keep all my bodies. I guess let's go and see if we can find which door's the turbo lift, or go the one where he thinks is the turbo lift.
Okay.
I mean, we could open the other doors first and just look.
True.
Because the turbo lift, to be fair, we have to like go into and like go down. Whereas the other ones, we could at least open and just look.
Okay, so yeah, I guess let's open every door.
Okay.
In that room, not every door in the actual cave. That'd be a lot.
Every door in the galaxy, one at a time.
Every single door. That's what we're doing for the next 2,000 sessions.
Okay.
Spacewalker's trying to call you. Sorry, busy. Got to open doors.
So are you opening the one on the left or the right first?
Left.
Okay. You go over to the left. And there's like a panel to press to open the door, but there's no power, so you kind of pull the sliding doors open and look inside, and it looks to be like it was likely an office of some sort. Whoever was in charge of this building. Well, actually, I guess you wouldn't really know whether or not it was whoever was in charge, but it looks like an office that somebody had.
Is there anything of note?
There is the remnants of an old desk.
Okay. Well, that was... Okay, well, I guess let's check the door to the right.
You check the door to the right, and it is a washroom with 12 stalls.
Oh, okay.
Turbo lift it is.
Turbo lift it is.
Unless anyone has to pee.
Jacen? I think he
You're
said...
muted for the record.
He's muted.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, also didn't want to be starving with my food. Yes, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the lift.
Jacen found this sandwich in the corner, like, hey, this still looks good.
You just gotta scrape off the mold. It'll be fine.
There'd be more than just mold, but okay.
Everything else is healthy.
The mold
is bad.
The mold gives it that extra flavor. And I mean, depending on the type of mold, like cheese is essentially just mold. But yeah, so go to the turbo lift, and the doors that could be the turbo lift. And again, you have to pry the doors open, and you do see a turbo lift shaft. No actual car turbo lift. Would it be a turbo? Whatever the actual what is an actual the actual thing you ride in a turbo lift or elevator called? Is it a car?
Lift?
Lift? The actual lift, maybe? Sure, we'll go with that. Yeah, so the actual lift isn't...
Also, what do you mean we have to pry the doors open? We have a lightsaber.
Yeah.
We're leaving holes in all these. No, I'm kidding. We'd pry them open, probably.
They're not difficult to pry open, so...
Is there a way to climb down?
You could certainly...
Wait, there's no lift, is what you said?
Yeah,
Yes.
you look up... I like how I said you look up as I initially started looking down. You look down, you look up, and you don't see the lift itself. You just see the shaft.
I think we tie a rope and climb down.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you tying it to?
What in here is sturdy?
How much rope do you have?
Jason?
I still have 10 meter.
That's a decent bit of rope.
Hmm?
That's a decent bit of rope.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what you'd be tying it to. Kind of look around, and you're not really... I mean, I guess in the turbo itself you can see, yeah, I guess along the edges there will be... You find something to tie it onto. Whoever's tying it, make me a dexterity check.
Who has the best dexterity? I have 40.
Plus 3D plus 2.
3D.
Dan? Okay. I
was me
have
looking.
the specs. So I will do it.
Okay.
Cool. How many 9s have we gotten today? Jesus
Too
fucking
many.
Christ.
9.
So should I try?
So you tie it to the edge, and you're not so sure you did a very good job. You're not sure you did a very good job of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not getting this. This isn't working for me.
Okay, guess I'll try.
17.
Damn!
Yeah, you...
That shouldn't be legal. You got almost twice mine.
So yeah, you go and tie it, and you're like, okay, this is pretty secure.
Okay, well, I'll go down first.
Okay. So Brendan starts going down. Roll me your climbing.
Okay.
I'll probably go down next. Or...
Oh yeah, I did update it. I upgraded to a hefty D 3D. God damn.
D3D. Good score.
7. I mean, it's a rope, so you know, should be fine.
Here.
So wait, he's climbing down, wasn't it?
How far down is this? We probably should have checked how far down this was.
Before climbing, that might have been a good idea.
Hindsight
Chris, there was a
60-60.
ladder the whole time.
Oh god.
Uh-huh.
So he's climbing down, and suddenly the rope slips from his hands, and he falls down to his death.
Okay.
Brendan's not athletic. He doesn't know how to hold a rope.
Yeah.
So
It's just like a staircase, right?
Can either of us be like, say, like, we notice something's going wrong, so to speak?
you start climbing down, and then you lose your grip, and you fall. So
Is he high enough that I could try and grab him?
nope.
Can
Oh,
I use the
God.
force, maybe?
I'm
Okay, make me a
alter, I guess.
I believe that's the one.
Because I think it's telekinesis, which is I believe it's alter. I feel it could be wrong.
Alter is just, or telekinesis is just alter.
Okay.
So make your alter roll.
All right.
Ooh.
How heavy are you? Your character?
He weighs 20 kilos.
I'm 1 pound.
Ah, you left them.
I'm 194.
194 pounds? What is that in kgs?
This is where I have the kgs on my character sheet.
Okay, let's see. That's about just to round it off, 88.
Okay, yeah. Pretty sure that was good. So, yeah, you grab him telekinetically and pull him back up.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought you were gonna like lower him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, we don't know how far it is now at this point, right?
How
Can
far?
he still lower me? Or
Okay.
would that be a mistake?
yeah. Okay, so you just grab him telekinetically and you're just holding him there, and then you're looking down, and it looks to be about 20 meters to the bottom.
Oh, so the rope won't even make it all the way to the bottom, huh?
And
Yeah,
by I say you look, I should say Brendan
Oh.
looks down and sees it's about 20 meters to the bottom.
So does that mean the rope won't make it?
The rope won't make it.
Do I see anything else like a splatter?
Do you say a splatter? I know you.
Has someone else fall down before?
I mean, I probably did end up saying that because I'm living.
Ladder.
Yeah. I knew you meant ladder. It just sounded like splatter. I'm like, wait.
I have a lot going on in my head. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
So I guess I'll just pull him back up.
Well, first, do I see anything? If I look around, do I see something?
You don't see any kind of a
Door
ladder or
halfway?
anything. What?
It's like maybe like somewhere like a door halfway or something.
No. There's a door at the bottom.
Oh.
So I'm gonna assume you just pull them up for now and we can discuss things
Yeah.
later.
So I say, yeah. So we ran out. I ran out of rope. That's why I was falling. It's about 20 meters down from where we are.
Jacen, who grabbed him, very clearly knows that he wasn't even a meter down when he ran out of rope.
Yeah.
Roll con.
Roll a con to see if you can trick the rest of them.
Oh, okay, I was joking.
Oh.
No, you don't have to. I was joking as well. I mean, you can if you want, but...
I'm just curious
Do it,
because I did
do it.
upgrade my con to a 66.
Holy shit.
Do it.
26.
Everyone... Well, I should say everyone. Kilo is convinced that you're telling the truth. Yeah. Sandra seems to believe you as well. You can't read the professor. Can't tell if he believes you or not. Jacen doesn't.
So any
Jacen caught you, so you would have had to...
Step there?
What?
Oh, you go first. I'll say my thing after.
I was saying, Jacen, you would have had to roll really high to trick, considering he's the one that caught you.
yeah.
That's you're saying there?
Oh, I was like, yes, like hypothetically, could he have died there?
I mean, he could have.
I
mean,
definitely
he-
would have been hurt.
Probably wouldn't have, like, it... Actually, what's your strength again?
2d2.
2D plus 2, you mean?
Yeah.
2d2 would be terrible.
Yeah.
The best you could get is 4.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it would have been slightly more, because at that height, it would have been 6d damage. compared to, like, 5D of a blaster rifle, so...
Ooh.
It all depends, on how you rolled, how I rolled.
Okay, then that probably balances, like, how big was the chance you would have just straight on mortally wounded there?
Depends.
Okay, good thing I succeeded my alter, I guess. Just rolling real quick.
I was just curious. Yeah, it's probably good.
Okay, well, let me roll then a test damage roll.
Because we wouldn't be able to reach you.
Yeah.
If this is what had happened... Oh, that's...
Although Zoe would have immediately, like, tried her best to, like, get down there and help.
Zoe's not here.
I know. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
If she were. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'd say I.
Yeah. Yeah, you would have been mortally wounded. Based on... Assuming these rolls were what happened.
Jeez, yeah.
To be fair, though, that's... I mean, I guess that's about an average... Just under average... Just below average roll for you. And this was a better than average roll for the damage, so... It's not necessarily what would have happened.
So, how are we gonna get down there, fellas?
I'm down with telekinesis to slow fall myself.
There's no ladder at all.
I didn't see any ladder, no.
Man, I wish I had more rope. I wish I had more rope left now.
Are there stairs anywhere? Like, no, right? There was just 2 doors, and it's just like office. And...
Well, okay. How
Yeah.
bad would a 10 meters just drop would be?
10 meters?
If it's a planned drop, not a free fall.
Yeah.
Well, see,
Woo!
Cannonball!
10 meters, if you're actually jumping it, like, not just like, like you're trying to, like, not just like, losing your grip and falling, you might be able to do.
I could try it first.
Yeah.
Another question, though. How are we gonna get back up?
Yeah, that's what I was to say.
We'll find a way.
Hey, Prof. Would there be any other way down besides this spot right here?
Unlikely.
Okay, so what we need to do is throw the professor
Wait
down.
a second.
Yeah.
Wait a gosh darn fucking second. I have a jetpack.
Oh.
Wait a moment. I haven't played this character in 3 months, but I have a jetpack.
Could you carry one of us down, or?
Kila's just like standing there, thinking about stuff. Has a scratch on the back of her neck, goes to scratch, all of a sudden feels, oh right, there's a jetpack back here.
Good job. Proud of you. I'm real proud of you.
I could jetpack. I could jetpack down there.
Could you possibly take me too?
Yeah, probably, right?
Yeah.
Because it's also just lowering, so it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Okay, I say, unless you don't really like the idea, Joey, I say we keep Jacen up there watching over the professor, and we can go look.
Yeah. I mean, this
Either
guy
that or I
ain't
can
nothing
come
me.
back and, like, shuttle everyone, but I think this is easier if I just take one.
Yeah, I mean, if we end up seeing something that's worth more than more than us, then we can always grab more people.
And we can be on comms the whole time, can't we?
Yeah.
So that we're, like, communicating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's do it.
Okay,
Alright, Brendan and I are jetpacking down.
I'm the little spoon.
I look at Jacen first and I'm like, keep an eye on him. Pointing to the
What is
professor.
this?
Because...
Okay.
You make sure he stays safe.
Try.
Okay.
I have
So.
no attachment. I don't say that.
So, Keela grabs Brendan and uses the jetpack to go down to the bottom. And
Like, wait a minute. That was so fucking.
Yeah.
Thank you, me. Good job.
And so yes, you get to the bottom, and the door there is shut, and you try and pry it open like you did with the doors upstairs, but this one seems to be a bit more. This one you can't seem to pry open.
What do we see around us?
Bottom of a turbolift shaft.
I mean, is there panels? Is there something?
Hold on. I'm just gonna comms to Jacen and be like, hey, can you yeet us your lightsaber real quick?
I was gonna say that.
Oh yeah.
We can't get the door open. We need the key.
Okay. So I'll just wait till like I see one of them like pop up at the bottom of that hole.
Well, I also assume I probably took the flashlight with me. Because I need it more than like them
Yeah.
right now. So I can just, he can like see where we are with his flashlight.
I mean,
Okay.
you're also like at the bottom of a turbolift shaft. Like, there's not much,
Well,
you're just
but
down.
I'm saying that way he can not like throw it at us, like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. So I'll just throw it up and like let it fall down.
Why? Why not just drop it?
Huh. That's nice to just like whoop.
Okay.
So he tosses it up, and then because the tossing up happens at an angle or whatever, kind of goes, and you hear it hitting against the walls. It falls down, the edges just falls down, and then lands at their feet.
Can I try and catch it? Just see.
Sure, make me a
Also, dexterity makes sense.
dexterity. Yeah.
You accidentally turn it on and you stab yourself.
God, we've gotten 9s and 11s so much.
Okay, so you have like the flashlight pointed up at it. You're trying to like follow it, and you reach out, and it falls right in between your two hands and lands on the ground in front of you.
Smooth. Alright, I pick it up.
Yeah. Pick it up, being careful to not have it pointed towards your face or anything. You turn it on, and you go and you start cutting through the door, making a nice hole for the two of you to go through. And you look in, and we're gonna pause for a moment. Actually, go back up to the top right after Jacen had dropped it down. I need you to make me a perception check.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought I had to roll perception.
Yeah, you need to roll perception, Jacen. Jacen
Oh.
needs to make a perception check.
Oof, I noticed nothing.
Also do one for Sandra, because she's up there with you as well.
Come on, Sandra.
Okay. Oof. Okay. Yeah. So then, back down the bottom. So you look inside, and what you see looks to be holding cells inside. They're all empty.
Oh, I say we need to go up fast.
Probably, yeah. We're going back up.
Okay. So you start going back up, and you get back up, and Jacen, after he had tossed the lightsaber down, had turned back around and noticed that the professor was gone. And he had looked away to toss the lightsaber down, and Sandra had been briefly looked away when he tossed the lightsaber, just, at the sound of it hitting against the walls or whatever. And They look back, and the professor was gone, and you two come back up to the top.
I'm also, as I know, I'm gonna immediately start searching for him with sense.
Okay, roll me
But I
your
will probably do it continuously for the time being.
sense.
Dang.
19. Okay.
Plot twist, he just said like a thing that just goes invisible.
Okay. So you sense him going into the other building that the two of you had initially identified as the one.
I knew it.
with-
Okay, so I start beelining it towards that building.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and you can. So you're going running there. You can sense him going up to the second floor of that building, which is. That one's a just 2-floor building. And based on the pattern, that one seems to actually have a staircase. And because it seems like he's going up a staircase, it's because he's, going. You can sense that he's going up at an angle. So, staircase makes sense or whatever. And you go running there. The first floor seems pretty or the first room you go into seems pretty similar to the one you were just in. But you see 2 doors on the back wall. So whereas the other one had like a turbo lift like in the middle, this one has like a turbo lift door like at the edge, but then it has a door which is open and you can see a staircase going up. So
Yeah, we run straight to it then.
you run straight to it. Yeah, you can. Jacen senses, that he's already up on the second floor.
Does it seem like there's only one exit to this building? Or
There's only the one door that you can see, but you did see windows, of course, on the second floor. And Jacen, actually, as you're running up the stairs, you sense him being near the front of the building and then jumping out.
Oh. I will say he just relayed that. It's like... He says like he jumped out or something?
Well, let's keep on going. Let's follow him.
windows right now, right?
What?
We're not near any windows right now, right?
You're not. You're on the staircase. There's no windows in the staircase. So you come up to the second
We're just running.
floor, and you go out into it, and you see a bunch of like weapons racks and such. Mostly
Fully
look.
armed.
Mostly.
I'm immediately looking out like the broken window. I'm assuming there is.
Yeah. Okay. So
Do I see him?
You go run to the window. You see him outside, running
How
away.
far away?
What?
How far away?
You have a sniper rifle.
I do have a sniper rifle.
Also, I'm going to jump out the window.
What? Hold on a second.
You sure about that?
One thing at a time.
Okay.
How far away is he?
Okay. He would be about. Oh no, I have to do figuring out distances.
Probably at like long range for a blaster rifle, right?
Probably. I'm just trying to. Where's my mouse? I'm just gonna do a quick thing.
Because I'm probably shooting him with my sniper right now.
Yeah, he'd be about... yeah, he'd be about 150 meters.
Okay, so that's medium range with a sniper.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll shoot him.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. Brendan apparently wanted to jump out the window.
Yeah, I am sort of pissed, and I don't care.
Okay. We'll deal with the shot first, then we'll deal with you jumping out the window. Just one thing at a time.
Sounds good.
So,
Yeah, makes sense.
so this is medium range, you said? Okay, roll your
Yeah.
blaster.
She'll use her 4 points. She will shoot 6 times.
Damn.
Oh, nice.
Okay. You fire at him, and he dodges the shot.
Damn.
I'll use my force point and shoot twice.
Okay.
3 times?
Okay.
I'd say
Well,
multiple times. At least, like,
Let me think about it.
4.
okay. While you're figuring that out, we'll have Brendan jumping out the window.
3 times, finally.
So
Seems like a bad idea.
roll your climbing / jumping.
Okay.
If you end up dying here, I swear to God.
13.
Okay.
Look, we're talking about a very angry person right now. He doesn't care about logic.
I will say I would be willing to use my alter again, just like maybe give him a slower fall. Or at least to not land as harshly if there's a harsh landing. Or try, I don't know, I guess.
Okay. Roll your alter.
Not bad, actually.
Okay. So Brendan, not thinking straight, just like jumps out the window.
Sorry, ignore that.
Okay, jumps out the window or whatever, and Jason's just like, "What the hell is he doing?" And like, reaches out and like, slows Brendan down. So instead of going and becoming a crumpled mess or anything on the ground, he does like the 3-point superhero landing, gets up and just starts running.
Yep. You just hear, "Thank you."
And which is really that's a really badass maneuver. If you do I don't know, that's just an awesome maneuver. But yeah. So now so what's Keeler doing with how many shots?
Force point 3 times?
3 times. Okay. Then
So it's what? 80 plus 2?
Yeah.
okay. Then make me the first shot. So when does it become long range as well? Just so.
It is, okay, hold on. So what I have written is 100, 200, 400, so I assume 100 is the up to, medium range, and then 200 would be long range, and then 400 is out of range.
Okay.
That's what I assume.
Oh, yeah.
That would make sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then he's going to try dodging that.
God, that's such a bad roll, too.
Yeah.
Okay. You hit him. Roll for damage.
Nice.
Okay.
mean, that's good damage. I just didn't know it did only 3D.
Yeah, that's why I don't really use the sniper.
Yeah, it's for distance, not for damage.
Yeah.
Okay. You
I mean,
have wounded him.
does that slow him down some?
It does brief, like, he's not running any further on this round as a result of that.
Okay. Because
Is
I'm
there
still
something
just...
I could do?
Hmm?
I was wondering, is
Well-
there something I could do? Because at best, I think maybe I can use the force on like to slow him down as well.
Possibly. I mean, Kilo still has 2 more shots, so...
Pretty
Yeah.
far, and I still
Yeah.
have 2 more shots.
Well, let's see what Keela does with her 2 shots yet. So, second shot.
Damn.
Okay.
Better.
That's better.
Roll for damage.
Worse.
Yeah, that shot doesn't do anything to him. It would have stunned him if he was, like, briefly stunned him if he wasn't already wounded. Which, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
last
then-
one.
Third shot. 27. Okay. Roll for damage. Yeah, no. Again, would have briefly stunned him if he wasn't already wounded, but him being wounded already briefly stuns him, so...
I'm gonna... How hard would it be for me to, like, give my jetpack to Jacen? Like, what would that take?
You'd basically have to take it off and such. That would probably be like... Taking it off would probably be like a full combat round type thing. Which we're kind of in a loose combat right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and keep shooting. If somebody else wants to do something, you could just start running or jump out the window or something. Like, do something. But I'm
I've
gonna...
been doing something.
Yeah.
I jumped out the window and I've been running.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Jacen and Sandra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say, like, do something and just keep shooting. Because I assume do something is a free action.
Yeah.
Nope, that's a full action.
Sandra's going back to, go down the stairs and then run after him. Like, a normal person.
Oh, I was gonna say like a stupid person, but I guess normal person works too.
I'm gonna shoot.
I'm
gonna run.
Ideas.
Okay.
I can either use the force to maybe limit his movement. Or
Okay.
2. I can somehow use maybe the force to collapse the cave a little bit in front so he can get away. 'Cause we can-
Or...
Yeah.
I don't think either of those are gonna work until you,
I mean,
like, get out of here.
you could try, but it
We're
definitely
like
seems like
150 meters away from him. Or at least we were when I
Yeah.
started
I
shooting. So I think
feel
that's
like
too far to do anything.
yeah. I mean, if you really want to try, I feel like your better try would be the limiting his movement, but that still will be you'd have to get a pretty hefty roll. But that's my suggestion if that's what you want to do.
I will be honest, I don't feel like I can do anything useful right now.
At
Shooting
least
shouldn't do
try
anything.
something. Like, leave. Go, run.
I actually just realized I've been making it easier for you for telekinesis because I've never been remembering to modify for proximity when you use telekinesis, which it does say in here. Because like it has like a difficulty number where it like lists a bunch of numbers for like depending on the weight or whatever, and I missed it afterwards. There was a sentence modified for proximity. Because I'm just like, oh, it's within that range. I don't need to keep reading the other sentences for the bigger ranges of weight or whatever.
But yeah, I guess Joe, you could try and get closer, like by running.
You could still try.
And-
You could still try using telekinesis on him, like to try slowing him down. It is definitely possible. Wait.
There's nothing I can also say, like, I can use force by, like, to improve, like, accuracy. I say I would up her accuracy so she has a bigger chance to hit.
What?
I I don't have a thing like that, right? Like, I can do something that force-wise that give her better accuracy. Probably not, right?
No. There's nothing in, at least there's nothing in here, like, I'd have to come up with,
Probably your better option is just to be smart like me and jump, or be stupid like her and go downstairs. And I mean, he could still like get closer and try and do a force move, right?
I mean, at a cost, yeah.
Would that cost or no?
To do what? Sorry, say it again.
Try and get a little closer and do the force.
Depending on how much closer, like, he was trying to get. Like, to get closer enough, I mean, he wouldn't be able to get closer enough to modify the difficulty on this turn anyway, so...
Let's...
To make it... He wouldn't be able to get closer enough.
I could jump. I just use Alter on myself to make it easier, just like I did with him.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
I will do that then.
Okay, since you're jumping, first roll...
Let's see.
Are you wanting to jump and slow yourself down, or just telekinetically move yourself the whole time?
Whatever's easy.
Because if you're jumping and then using telekinesis, that would be, -1d to each of them, because you'd be using them together.
Yeah. What would be easier?
Honestly, it would be easier to just lower yourself telekinetically. No jumping involved.
Let's see. Sure.
Okay. So you're jumping down. Kilo's shooting again?
Yeah.
Okay. And Brandon's continuing to run after him. Sandra's
Yeah,
going
because I'm guessing he's going to be too far away from me for me to shoot.
Just one shot, by the way.
Just one shot? Okay. So then, you do your shot, and, Jacen, the, altar.
Gotta say, my force roll's been pretty decent today. Bad for one.
Okay, yeah, so he dodges that shot, and, Jacen safely lowers himself to the ground. And, Brendan's chasing after him, but
he's wounded and running, so his dodge should be lowered by 2, right?
You are right.
Sorry, I was thinking about it, and I was just like,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that...
I forgot about the whole, like, if you're running and you lose a 1d.
Yeah, he still dodges, though.
Damn.
Okay. I mean, it was a pretty low roll.
Yeah, because on medium range, it's a difficulty of 15, so he needs a 3 dodge to dodge, or 4 dodge. Wait.
But the point is just that his running is also going to be worse because he is wounded, so I'm still doing, like, something. I'm just hoping I can, like, at least keep him stunned or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's essentially my goal.
And,
that's why I'm just staying here and shooting.
And since Brendan's chasing after, Brendan, stamina roll.
And Brendan still has his force point, right? He's the only one who hasn't used it yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just noting.
Oh. God.
Stamina's under strength, I know.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't think making my stamina 40 plus 4, 46 plus 4 would make a difference, so... Up.
2. Beautiful.
There we go. 5. So even wounded, he seems to be, faster than you.
I mean, that was a pretty shitty roll, so yeah.
Okay.
So
God.
he's
I could shoot at him.
lengthening the distance.
Okay, I'm shooting at him next turn. I'm stopping using my force point and shooting at him.
He is also
Wait,
Yeah.
is he even in range for Dan to shoot him? Can he know that? Like, would he even be in range for a blaster
What is
rifle?
the range
Because if
for a
not, the
blaster
force
rifle?
point ain't gonna do shit.
True. What is that?
long range for a blaster rifle. Yeah, is 101 to 300 meters.
So he would be in range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm
Okay.
using my force point and I'm shooting at him.
Okay. And just though, he is also like approaching the tunnel entrance, so pretty soon he will be out of view because once he's in there, he'll be able to. So
I should have probably used the blaster. Oh well.
Well, I guess we can only hope you will run into that bear.
True.
So yeah. So
I'm still shooting with the
yeah.
sniper.
Those who are shooting, roll your shots.
Okay.
I am not any closer now, am I?
No, you just landed. I'm assuming you're just running after him now.
Yeah,
Still
I
my
will.
dodging.
I am actually gonna go try and do the running and telekinesis to try and stop him like that or slow him down at least.
Oh, Dan, you only
Okay.
shot at him once? That's
I mean,
excessive, but okay.
Okay, he's going to try dodging that, but
He's gonna dodge mine. At least there's that.
I want to
Yeah.
hit him. Okay.
It's fine.
yeah, you hit him, so roll for damage.
Okay, that's 5d6. 22.
Very nice.
You are mad.
I'm pissed.
You rolled half as much damage as the hit, which is actually impressive.
He's really.
Considering you rolled half as many dice and still rolled like actually half the roll.
Yeah.
He's just
Okay.
he really didn't like him in class.
Okay. So you have incapacitated him.
Yes.
I feel like I did nothing, but okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
guess
you wounded him. You softened him up.
I held him back.
Yeah.
So
And I held Brendan down. That's all I did.
You did. Yeah. I mean, you saved me probably. That's something.
like
Twice by now.
you turned what would have been probably a very bad moment for him into a badass moment for him.
Yeah.
Alright, so I am now. I'll just jetpack down because I'm like that.
And
You
I'm
don't
still
want-
just running after him. Well, I'm still just running to his body.
Yeah, and then obviously, like after that, I'm heading to his body.
Okay.
Also, you don't want to check out that room you were in sniping from, that weapon room or something?
I mean, it's not gonna run away.
Maybe after, yeah.
Ooh, weapons. I'm gonna go shopping. I will have 2 of these, 3 of those, a couple of those.
That's just if there are more weapons in there.
Anyway.
Okay. Sorry, I was just quickly responding to in chat because I noticed there was a raid a few minutes ago. But
Basically, we're all heading to his body, and then I'm probably gonna head back to the weapons room. Or we're
Okay.
probably all gonna head back to the weapons room. Just to...
And yeah, I'm gonna suggest tying him up too.
well, you're still in the weapons room. Do you want to
Well,
like?
yeah,
look-
but I was planning to head down. I guess I'll just let them check out his
I
body,
mean,
whatever.
you can also just like look around before heading. As you're like, you just kind of look around at it.
Sure, I'll look around.
So you look around and you see a lot of places where weapons would have been hung up, but it's all empty. Except you notice there's dust on most of it, except there's one place where there's like no dust, so something was like just taken from there.
Okay.
So
But there's nothing in here, basically. Just
no,
empty.
it's empty.
Okay.
There's clearly one weapon in here that was literally just taken, but otherwise it's empty.
Okay. Then I will
So-
just jetpack down and then run.
Okay, yeah. So you all meet over by his body, and yeah, I'm assuming you're going to be searching him, his unconscious
Yes.
body.
Searching him, then tying him up.
Okay, roll me a search.
I was gonna be like, I'll carry his body back. No, I'm not that character.
15.
That's not me.
15.
Oh.
Okay. So you find, which wasn't there before, under his jacket, like on his back or whatever, is a basically a metal rod about yay long, and there's some kind of like symbols like carved into it and such all along the length.
Can I do a knowledge check on that? Just like a culture, I'm guessing, or language? Language. I got languages.
Okay, you're doing knowledge languages? Sure. See if you can
Yeah.
understand what it says.
17. Those 3 ones.
Yikes. I mean, it's still okay, but still.
Yeah,
The symbols definitely seem Sigarian, so like the alien species that, you know, this colony belonged to, but beyond that, you can't make heads or tails of them. It doesn't actually seem like it's actual, like, writing. It just seems like symbols, like some sort, not their actual, like, letter system. So it's definitely like symbology seems similar to their language, but it's not their language. It's, you know, it's...
Can I try?
Sure.
I tried.
No. Yeah, you don't understand any more than Brendan doesn't, in fact, less.
Okay.
Well, I guess we want to take it. There was nothing
Yeah.
else in that weapons room, by the way.
Okay.
Mention
Well,
that.
I think we should at least tie his hands behind his back.
Are we
What?
taking him, or are we...
Yes. I want to know why he's doing this.
Fair. Who's carrying him? Because we don't have the person who normally carries
Uh-oh.
bodies here.
Oh crap! I didn't even think about. Can we drag him?
I mean, I can use alter to make it easier to carry.
I don't think it's gonna be that hard if you just like sling him over your shoulder. Like, I don't know. Zoe makes it look easy. Zoe makes it seem very easy with her 5D lifting that I took for granted.
What's
I
kilo
only have-
strength?
3D plus 2. So I guess I'd probably be the best one at lifting still, but not as
Yes.
good.
I say give it a shot. If not, then we'll just shoot him. I mean, if we can't
Those
take
are
him
the
anywhere,
only two options.
I'm not gonna leave him there.
Well, I mean that, like, there's also the option of, like, 2 people trying to then carry him, or just,
Oh, yeah.
like, dragging him, or, like, something else, but...
Oh yeah, true.
Okay, first, I could try to, like, sling him over my shoulder, right? Like, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, you could try.
Why don't we just all carry?
Well,
Because
I think,
that makes a lot of people worse at things. I think I'd
Yeah.
rather just try first, and if I can't do it, then we'll deal. Okay?
Sure.
This isn't high stakes. I can try and fail. It's not like it's gonna be like, oh, you injure yourself trying. At least I don't think. And if I do, then I'd be easy to heal, because I'd probably just be wounded. No, you're mortally wounded now. You failed this one lifting check, you're mortally wounded. I mean, someone could probably try and help me get him over my shoulder.
Yeah, you try kind of like picking him up, but you know, you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to carry him that distance.
what if we do 2 people, one picking, like one on each side, one on each end.
Yeah, could maybe like Sandra help me?
Okay.
How strong is Sandra?
3D.
Better than me and Joey, so yeah.
I think
Okay.
tied with Joey.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Sandra
Okay.
can do it.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. So she goes and helps you out, and two of you kind of you're basically you each like have you're kind of dragging him. You each kind of have an arm around him and like his arm around each of your shoulders or whatever, and you're kind of just dragging him like that, and it's working.
Okay.
And you're heading back. And who's carrying the rod?
I think I am.
Okay.
I'll put Rod in my in equipment so I don't forget. I'll put Rod with question marks.
Okay. Okay. So you head back to the head back out, and as you go back through the tunnel, you come again to the part where the bear is still napping. You can see the carcass of that he was eating. There's been a bit more eaten from it, so clearly he's had a snack at some point, but he's back napping. And everyone wants to... Are you again going to be doing the taking turns? Obviously, Sandra, Kilo, and the professor they're dragging are going to have to go once, but...
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think. Should we go first or last? Probably last, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So then...
I guess I'll go first again.
Okay, so make your hide sneak.
Okay, just make sure I remember my things. I do. Good boy. 19.
Okay, you get across, or get past,
I'm done.
no issue.
So I presume me.
Yeah.
Roll your hide sneak, 16. No issue. Now the two ladies.
At -1, right?
Minus 1d.
I was gonna say random ID. Maybe I could like do the thing I did before where, I made him not notice us to just like everyone's gonna Oh,
If
okay,
he
that's no,
starts
mine's
to wake
1D.
up, then yeah, but I don't think you should do that first, because I think that's
Yeah.
adding difficulty if you do it now.
Would it? Oh.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
so.
Yeah. I think it's because he's asleep right now. So if he just let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kilo's being quiet. Sandra's breathing a bit hard from, the work of, dragging him. So definitely not being quite as quiet, and you definitely see the bear starting to stir.
Okay, now if you want to try.
Yeah.
So
I will try.
let's see here. That's the that's the control.
Can I just like roll them all three in a row real quick? I'll do it in the same order
I mean, sure. I'll just then look. Let's see here.
to make it a bit easier.
I mean, it makes it quicker. I don't know about easier. You're just impatient.
I don't know, instead of like having to wait for rolling everything.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I just said. It's just a little impatient, but it doesn't hurt anything. It's fine. However, you are impatient.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, and so you're trying that, and the bear just, as you're trying that, the bear just fully wakes up and looks at all of you.
I dropped the body and shoot.
I shoot.
No, just that. Here, brought you food.
No. I dropped the body, not yeet the body. And
Yeah.
shoot.
Sandra's also shooting. Is Jacen doing anything?
Lightsaber time, I guess.
Okay, you're going to be running at it then with your lightsaber.
How many
Alright.
lightsabers do you have, also?
I had two. I mean, I assume you just gave me the other one back in the meantime.
You never asked for it back.
Does Kilo
Man.
sound like somebody who'd actually give a lightsaber back, or does he sound like someone who's like, ooh, a new weapon for my arsenal?
We were busy with other things, and you didn't ask for it back, so I still have it.
I mean, I still have the one anyways.
Okay.
But no, for now, I'll just shoot. Probably
Okay.
a better idea.
Then everyone roll your blasters.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
67.
Oh wow. What a roll.
It's a good thing we're like close range anyway, I guess.
Okay. Okay. So then Brendan hits first.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
19.
It's momentarily stunned. Then
It's probably a strong motherfucker.
is Kilo. Roll for damage.
Probably like a 5D strength or something.
It's like higher even.
6, 7 maybe.
Still just momentarily stunned. Then is Sandra. Oh, that's a decent damage roll. And a let's see here. This might actually. It is wounded.
Yay. Good job, Sandra. You can't sneak for crap, but you can shoot.
And then is Jason's shot.
20!
Okay.
I mean, he gets 1 less D.
No, he doesn't. Not strength, right?
Oh.
Yeah, no, strength isn't. Strength for, when it comes to damage rolls is not affected.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not even when you're wounded?
No,
No.
it's always been the case.
I've never had it happen enough to remember that.
No.
Strength and damage rolls, like any kind of like damage rolls, are the ones that just aren't lowered. That's the easy way for me to remember it. Is I'm like damage rolls aren't lowered. Strength for damage also isn't lowered. Like
Okay, still just wounded.
Oh.
But
Okay, well,
that kept it from charging, at the very least.
so I guess we shoot again.
I shoot again. I'll shoot it twice.
Okay.
That might be a stupid idea, but I'm gonna shoot it twice.
Okay.
I'm gonna take with my lightsaber.
Okay. Take out your lightsaber and charge at it.
Yep. Pursuit is 70.
How far can you move in a turn again?
I want to say 10. I think it's 10 meters. I think.
So I just need to, because I can do damage.
Okay, so you can you can run 10 meters, and then that'll reduce your code by 1d, but you'll still be able to attack. So yeah, you can get to it in 10 meters. So
Okay.
you can run at it and then attack it on the second with your lightsaber.
Alright.
But then yeah, so everyone who is so I guess Kilo your first shot and Brendan your shot.
Okay.
And I already rolled here for
20.
Sandra's.
Ooh.
Fucking 9!
Okay, so Brendan hits first. Roll for damage.
15.
Holy
Not that good.
shit.
Um,
Fucking 9s!
you
How many?
momentarily stun it.
Oh, that's good.
Which means at least it won't do anything.
Sandra hits next.
I mean, if I at least get him to stop so other people can do stuff.
I'm just gonna roll all the dice together and then separate them out because I use different colors anyway.
Because they give all the high rolls to Sandra.
No, because I'm using two different colored dice, but there's different amounts. So
Yeah, that was pre-launch. That was pre-knowledge me. That's when I didn't know you did color dice.
oh, no, only still momentarily stunned. Then
I guess.
9. I don't think that no, because you're not a point blank range.
Yeah.
And then Jacen runs up to it. So now second shot from Kilo and lightsaber from Jacen.
At least I hit. I'm happy with that. I will take that.
Yeah. Wow.
Another 9.
Nice.
I looked up at I'm
And
like
you had the same numbers too.
so I looked up and I'm like, oh, she hasn't rolled or they haven't rolled yet. There's still the 9 from the last one. And I'm like, no wait, because there was the damage roll from Brendan. That's a new 9.
Both rolls, she got a 1, 2, 4, and 1. It's
Oh
amazing.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, but Jacen starts attacking with the lightsaber, so roll for
Wait,
damage.
what happened? I lost out.
Not roll though.
I guess I shouldn't have shot twice, but to be fair, I should have been able to hit.
And Jacen incapacitates it.
Tight.
Cool. Let's leave.
And yeah, so
So mad.
you return to the ship,
Fucking mad.
and Sandra.
Throw him in the jail.
Okay, and Sandra takes off.
Also, I'm gonna be in the
Yeah.
jail the whole time watching over him.
Okay.
I'm also running at my person.
I mean the jail is a quarters that you convert it to just lock from the outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay and watch over that door then.
Okay. So and Sandra takes off, a really nice takeoff.
Oh.
But remember how I said she has a 7D piloting?
Mm-hmm.
4 of them were 6s.
Damn.
And then a 5, a 4, and a 3.
Jeez.
Well, let me
I'm
actually.
probably also grabbing a snack and then sitting with like Brendan by the holding cells.
Yeah. So then
I'm just, getting my personal data pad and
takes
writing down. Note to
off.
self. Have to buy new rope.
heads back to the base, and that is where we are going to leave off. We're already like almost 20 minutes over the 3-hour mark.
Yeah.
Because you were right in the middle of stuff, so it didn't want to like end at that point. Yeah, that was a fun session.
God, I'm
Yeah.
so glad we caught him.
I'm
I was so worried we wouldn't.
gonna be honest. I wasn't expecting you to.
Oh,
So, this is gonna make for some interest. What?
On it. Fucking told Jacen to keep an eye on it.
So this is gonna make for an
You're the
interesting
lightsaber.
next week's session with you having actually caught him.
Also, can I just assume in the meantime I've asked her back for the lightsaber?
What lightsaber?
I will gladly murder my own sister, just saying.
Wait.
Excuse me, gladly? Like full of joy?
yes, I killed her, and even the children too.
Can I try a con?
Sure. Roll me a con,
My con isn't that good, but I want to try it, okay?
and then Jacen can give. I think it's a perception against the con. Let me just quickly check.
Another fucking 11. 9s and 11s, I swear to God.
Perception, I believe, right?
So I was checking.
Oh, I thought it was perception. For sure, yeah, that before.
Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure, but I was just checking to be sure. It's around here somewhere.
Fucking 11s.
Perception. Con. Where is con? Command con.
Such a low fucking roll. Dice are not with me today.
Dice were on and off until I got mad.
That's fair.
Anyway, note to self: never hand off lightsabers again.
I mean,
Not
it
to
depends on the
kill.
person. Like,
not to this character, no.
like Brendan would give it back.
Zoe gave it back.
Zoe would give it back.
Zoe did give it back.
Hmm,
Zoe
doesn't even
was
Yeah.
one just
Doesn't even say anything
Okay,
there, but I'm gonna go with perception. So yeah, you don't convince him of it.
fine. I just like roll my eyes and give it back.
Okay.
I'll erase it from my inventory where I've had it this whole time.
Okay.
I worked hard for that lightsaber. I ain't letting it go without a fight.
I worked hard for that lightsaber. Yeah, sure.
I mean,
Yeah, sure you did.
I don't know how he got his first lightsaber, but he didn't work hard for the second lightsaber.
I don't think he worked hard for either one.
Oh, I'm not going to make an assumption.
His
'cause
I
don't
would
know.
not say he worked hard for any lightsaber.
I think the first one was
First one I got from a car.
Akar gave it to you as part of a deal.
I
Uh-oh.
remember that. And then he
worked
lost
hard.
that one in a dream
Yeah.
tree.
Oh
Save
yes.
her fucking life. Or try at least.
Yeah. But anyway, so
Oh
this
yeah, he also just got one from his master, Splinter.
Master Splinter.
I forgot his name, so I just went with the best master that I know of. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Anyway, so next week's session will again be 4 p.m. Central Standard Time.
I
Y'all,
thought I was going to get away with that for a minute.
y'all three able to make it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And we'll continue with this and see where it picks up. Beyond that, my schedule for the week, tomorrow sub-request Sunday, playing some Twilight Princess. That's currently in the lead. Unless, no, it doesn't look like you've submitted a vote yet for anything, so Twilight.
I have just one, right?
I can check to make sure. But as far as I know, you don't have any outstanding votes. Let's see here.
I'm going to be right back, but I'll probably be gone long enough
Okay.
this will end before I'm back. So,
Okay.
thanks for the great session.
Yeah. You're welcome. And thanks for taking part. Yeah, no, you don't have any outstanding votes, just this new one.
Okay.
So,
Do you have any specific requests? Like, oh yes, I would really like to play that.
I mean, Odyssey still is my, top choice of the games on the list. Playing more Odyssey.
it is then.
But, what was I saying? Yeah, so, tomorrow Summer Sunday, Twilight Princess. If you're voting for Odyssey, it's still going to be Twilight. Well, actually, really, if you're... Anything wouldn't even... Because just one vote to anything would just bring it up to 2 votes, which would tie it with Twilight Princess, but it would still be then the next one after Twilight Princess, because Twilight Princess got 2 votes first, but... Yeah, so, so tomorrow's Twilight Princess, then... same normal time, 4 p.m. Monday, continuing with Super Mario Bros. 35 as I continue to level up. Tuesday's my day off. Wednesday, continuing with Kirby's Dream Course, hopefully beating it. Thursday, starting on Word Searcher, a WiiWare game that, yes, is just a word search. There's 100 puzzles. Nice, relaxing word searches. Then Friday, continuing with Super Monkey Ball, which is the opposite of relaxing, but still a lot of fun. And next Saturday, continue with Star Wars RPG. Currently, we're going to go find somebody to raid, so stick around for that. Let's see now. Okay, that person just started, so it's probably still on the starting soon screen. So you could raid somebody playing Animal Crossing, the original for GameCube. We could raid somebody playing... Animal Crossing New Horizons. Not think those are probably the main ones I'm seeing. So if anybody has a preference for either of those games, can let me know in chat, unless you're one of my players here who can just let me know verbally.
I have no special requests.
Okay.
Yeah. Follow your heart.
Follow my heart. It's saying, take better care of me. Your eating habits are terrible, and you risk a heart attack at a young age. Well, joke's on you. I'm already not a young age. Well, I don't know. 33 isn't that old.
That's my age, so you better not say it's old.
Yeah, because Dad will feel old.
Yeah. Older than I already feel.
Okay. Then I think we're going to go raid Axeman, playing Animal Crossing. We've raided him before. It's always a good fun stream. And, yeah. So if any of y'all want to join in on the raid, you can copy and paste the raid message in chat. And we're going to head over there. Thanks everyone for coming out. Those who chatted, those... Well, I guess those just lurked. Those who hosted, auto-hosted, raided, subscribed, including, of course, one of my wonderful players. And thanks in general to my wonderful players for taking part and
Thanks for the fun story.
running through my nonsense and contributing their own nonsense to my nonsense as we make a nonsense-filled nonsense. Nonsense. And yeah.
Make my D&D be at one point as creative as you, because I feel I'm not good at writing anything.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, a lot of the time I'm just making stuff up as I go along. And, like y'all encounter a lot of caves in my sessions.
I mean, caves work. Caves,
Yeah.
buildings.
Caves, buildings, yeah.
Maybe one day a big old tree house.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're going to head out, and thanks for coming out. It's been a blast, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Or I'll do it
Sayonara.
twice because she's not here.